18, blast it long now. Middle of the field, Chiellini's going to try to head it back. Meeting it there was Gomez, and boy, it just rolled off of Andres Gomez's foot. Chiellini, poor header back, and McCarthy grabs it. Gomez left some space there for Hollingshead, and McCarthy feeds him. Down the line, there's a man down for RSL in the middle field. Ordaz playing on. It's Buke now, dribbling towards the middle field. 35 from goal. Stipe lays it off to Bogus. Out wide now to Bouanga on this left wing. Bouanga into the 18. Bouanga dribbling around the defender, and LA sticks his foot in and knocks it out of play for a corner. And now we'll check on the injured player behind the play. I don't know if it's at Ojeda, or beg your pardon, Brian Ojeda, or if that's Pablo Ruiz. Getting a replay of that Chiellini header, poorly played into the path of Gomez, but his first touch led right into McCarthy. It was a tough chance for Gomez off the header, but yeah, Chiellini knows better. It is Pablo Ruiz. That's not good news for RSL. He was down in the middle of the play. He's talking to the training staff now, looking like the right knee or ankle. Let's see. No, they're working on the knee. Oh boy, he's in pain. Pointed to the right knee. The trainer tried to take a look at it. Ruiz, I don't know if he it's one of those where hopefully it's just kind of a knee on knee. I mean, you don't want to say hopefully, but you don't want it to be any kind of ligaments. Ruiz is down in a lot of pain. He's still laying down as the training staff is working on him. We obviously wish him nothing but the best. Pablo Ruiz, the 28-year-old Argentine, matching up with his fellow countryman, Brian Ojeda, in that defensive midfield. And boy, Pablo Ruiz is so good. 31 key passes in MLS play, 28 tackles, 4 goals and 6 assists in league play. He's got that 1 assist against Seattle in the group stage, but he is a tough player. Already a few of the RSL subs getting a little more active, potentially here. Ruiz is being helped up. Now he's trying to limp off of on that right foot or right leg. He's checking out his own knee there. He is on his own feet now. See if he can walk it. Oh no, he's not putting any weight on that right knee or that right leg. Both trainers are helping him off the pitch, and it is slow going. And it looks like they're going to have to make a sub here. That's tough. Really tough news for RSL if that does come to fruition here for Pablo Mastroeni's side. We're only 10.5 minutes in. No score. It will be a goal kick. I beg your pardon, a corner kick for LAFC after an LA did some last-ditch defending again to save RSL's defense. Knocked the ball away from Denis Bouanga, but it is going to be a sub, and I believe it's going to be Nelson Palacio. For Palacio, 22-year-old Colombian, has 2 MLS appearances. He did play 10 minutes against Monterrey, transfer in late June from Atletico Nacional, and it is going to be a sub. Ruiz is done. Oh, that's bad news there. He had to be helped off of the pitch by the training staff. He's not putting a lot of weight on that right knee. Wish him the best, but Palacio will be subbing in. Corner kick taken. McNabb comes out. No trouble grabbing that one. Runs it all the way to the edge of the 18, thinking about trying to punt it to Musovski, but instead he'll throw it out wide to the left back, Andrew Brody. Open space there for Brody. Dragging it into the offensive zone slowly, right around midfield. He'll actually pull it back and play it back to Marcelo Silva on a 15-yard diagonal. Silva squares it off now to Justin Glad, middle of the field. Right back to Silva. Remember Glad, he was the one who kind of got posterized by Gareth Bale on that goal in Sandy, Utah last season. It wasn't Glad's fault, but played up nicely by RSL on the left wing to Gomez. Middle of the field there, good ball. Chicho Arango has it, 25 from goal. Cuts it out wide. Savarino settles, crosses it back in with the right foot towards the back post. Hollingshead with a good header out. Great touch by Biukta. Ordaz, who lays it off to Stipe, who plays Denis Bouanga on the run. Glad trying to make up ground. Bouanga just outside of the 18, cutting it back on his right foot. Denis back to his left, now to his right again. Double team by Anele this time, who keeps it in play at the end line and knocks it out for a throw-in. So not a lot of help for Denis up front, as LAFC broke quickly, but it was really 1v1. And Glad did enough to kind of hold up Bouanga, not give him an area so Anele can come over and knock that one away. 12 and a half minutes gone, no score. It is a throw-in for LAFC, and I think Palacios is going to get it here from Bouanga. Cheeky, 10 yards off the end line. Still looking. He's got Bogus in front of him on a square throw, but doesn't really like that option. There's plenty of players for RSL. To Bouanga in the corner, back to Palacios. Savarino tries to defend, gets it off to Bouanga. From Bogus. Denis, left-footed cross to the back post. It's way too high for Butte and past everybody and out of play on the far side. Denis got too much of that one. 13 minutes gone. No score. It'll be a throw in RSL. Andrew Brody, the left back, on the far side of the pitch. Brody still looking. He's got Palacio, the sub, showing. Plays it right back to Brody in the corner. High pressure from LAFC. Stolen away there. Acosta back to Hollingshead. He'll square it off middle of the field. Too far for Elie Sanchez. Running it down to Savarino. Trying to find the run of Varango on this diagonal here on the near side of the pitch. It's Chicho versus Chiellini, who gets in to knock it away. On this near side, he gets a handshake from Cheeky Palacios. And it'll be a throw-in for RSL. Boy, Giorgio Chiellini's timing is 99.9% of the time spot on. And that was one of them. Varango had it on the wing. Chicho left it a little bit light, and Chiellini attacked it and knew he could get there and did. So it's a throw in RSL, though, deep in the offensive half, late in the 14th minute. And LA to Savarino, right back to Ojeda now. Ojeda working it through the middle of the park, top of the area there. Good settle there. Gomez, but he pops it out wide, too far behind Brody. 25 off the end line. Brody chases it down, plays it back on a diagonal to Palacio. He'll hit it there to Ojeda. Ojeda thought about the long ball across the pitch. Instead, plays it to Glad. Now he'll switch it again all the way across to the left side looking for Brody. Good job getting back there was Ryan Hollingshead to head it away to Buke, who plays it right back to Hollingshead, who's got a little bit of space here, Ryan. One dribble and then to Stipe. Still in the defensive half. Buke plays it on a diagonal all the way back into the 18 to Aaron Long. Long short ball, Ilie right back to Long. But this is high pressure from RSL. They got to go all the way back to McCarthy, who just one touches it. Right off of Ojeda's foot, right to Mateusz Bogusz, who can race forward. Bogusz, 2v3 here. Bogusz actually wins it back from Ojeda and goes out wide to Buke. RSL back in numbers, but Stipe on that right wing, thinking about attacking the 18. Buke into the 18, tries to square it off. It's deflected away to Ojeda. He cleans it up towards midfield. Arango there waiting to get fouled by Chiellini, who obliges him. And Chicho is down for a free kick. RSL about 10 yards in front of midfield in the defensive half for the Claret and Cobalt. 16th minute, LAFC nil, RSL nil. Pablo Ruiz, if you're just joining us, subbed out of the match for RSL. It looked like a knee injury. Nelson Palacio is in. That is the first sub of the match for either side, of course, early in this game. That's a tough blow. Played back to McMath on the restart. He lays it off to Silva, the left center back from Uruguay. Forward with a good 20-yard pass to Gomez, who plays it back on Palacio. In the defensive half, though, back up to midfield towards Savarino. Cuts around Buonga with a little back heel to himself and regathers to Ojeda in the defensive half. To Palacio, right at midfield. He's met there by Acosta. He has to play it back to Justin Glad. LAFC not really pressing until about 45 yards from goal. But Buonga steps in to steal that pass. Forward in the middle to Ordaz. He's got Buke open. Into the 18. Stipe tries to pop it over the keeper, but he can't quite hit it hard enough and grabs it on the line. I don't know if that was a cross that went awry. Stipe didn't get all of that one. Down the line, Brody. Good ball into the corner there. Gomez making the run all the way down the pitch. Aaron Long tries to get a foot on it. Gomez crosses it, but only Ilie Sanchez is there. Plays it off to Hollingshead to Acosta. Cuts it right back to the run of Ryan Hollingshead all the way into the offensive zone already. Hollingshead, middle of the park. Good ball to Ordaz. Lays it off to Buonga's onside in the area to me. Shot. Goal! No side netting, and the flag came up anyway. I beg your pardon. It looked like it went in. Offside flag came up anyway, but he just missed on the near post. Wouldn't have mattered. As Ordaz settled, found Buke. Stipe tried to lay it to the knee. Oh, yeah, that's the earlier replay. I beg your pardon of the ball that he will try to. This is from Ordaz. And he was offside. Didn't matter that Denis put it just around the post on the outside. 17 minutes gone, no score. Buonga was offside of the hat trick against Juarez. He's looking for more. McMath with a free kick into the offensive zone. Good ball by Palacios to win it back to midfield, but Ojeda heads it back to Glad in front of Buonga. Justin Glad, 35 yards from his own goal. Here comes some pressure. Nearly gives the ball away. Deflects to Ojeda. And he manages to get around Acosta on an angle to Silva. Squares it back to Glad. Glad, forward pass there to Palacio. Good pressure from Bogusz in the midfield, but Palacio turns, if I should say. Not Cheeky Palacios. This is Nelson Palacio, the sub for RSL. Silva switches the pitch to a good header from Musovski. Arango gets a little touch on it, trying to get around Ilie Sanchez in the corner. Ilie wins it back, though, to Cheeky. High pressure from Arango and Musovski. Ilie tries to flip it forward. Buonga knocks it down to Bogusz. He gets fouled by Palacio, and the foul is called. Rubio Vasquez hasn't had to make many calls so far. 0-0. Hasn't really been that many fouls. 19th minute. Free kick for LAFC. Bogusz did a good job there to win that free kick for the black and gold. They play it off to the far side to Acosta, still in the defensive half on the right side of the pitch. Back into the middle to Ilie Sanchez, right around the center circle. Ilie walking it forward. 51% of the possession for LAFC. They have all 3 shots in the game and the 1 shot on goal. Still 0-0. To Acosta in the offensive half, just barely though. He and Bogusz around midfield with the help of Chiellini. Mateos tries the left wing now. Palacios on the diagonal, 40 yards off the end line. Back to Bogusz. Short ball there to Acosta, still only about 40 yards from goal. Bogusz looking for a run here. Instead, he's going to switch the pitch all the way across the view. Right in front of Brody. Takes it off his chest. 25 yards from the end line. We'll play it all the way back to midfield and Aaron Long. Short little touch there to the captain, Ilie Sanchez. No real pressure from RSL. Ilie off to Chiellini, who's well in the offensive half. Good side, splitting ball there to Buongo, just outside of the area. Then he lays it off to the run of Ordaz. Plays it back to Palacios. To the 6. Then he shot. Save McMath. And cleared by RSL. Oh, what an effort there by Denis. Back to Bogusz, 30 yards from goal. To Palacios again. Towards the end line. Cheeky cuts it in towards the 6. This time Glad gets there first, and then LA gets a foot on it. Pops it up to the edge of the area. Header won there by Hollingshead back in the area. Cleared away by the right foot of Silva to the head of Bogusz. He knocks it down to Cheeky. Back to Bogusz, 40 yards from goal. Mateos squares it off to Hollingshead. Back to Ilie Sanchez. This is good from LAFC. What an effort there by Buongo, but a great save by Zach McMath. 20th minute, no score. Back to midfield, Aaron Long and Chiellini. Knocking it back and forth. Long has it in the right center back spot. Right in midfield. RSL all in the defensive half. Ilie Sanchez through the center circle to Chiellini. He's got Palacios sneaking forward. Instead, Giorgio. He'll drag it into the offensive zone. Now he flips it forward. Good run by Cheeky. Edge of the 18. Settling on this near side. Cutting it back towards the top of the area. All the way through to Kellen Acosta. Settles. Right-footed shot. Blocked there in the area. Still loose. Header. Cleared away by Glad at the 6 with the right foot. Trying to take it down. Brilliantly done on that far side by Ojeda. Plays it back to Brody. Flips it around one defender there on that far wing. Gets by Buick. Brody tries to lay it in the middle. It's right to Kellen Acosta in the offensive zone. Short little ball there. Hollingshead 40 yards from goal. Middle of the field. Acosta back now. Ilie out wide on the far side to Buick. Right off the touchline and 40 yards from the end line. Buick puts it on his left foot. Crosses it all the way across the pitch. Too far for Buongo in the middle. And it'll go out for a goal kick. Wasted effort there by LAFC. We pause for station identification here on the home of the black and gold, ESPN LA.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Dave Dunham with you at BMO Stadium. 21 minutes gone, no score. RSL working it up the pitch towards Chicho Arango in the offensive half. Plays it back midfield. Palacio laying it there now all the way across the pitch. Waiting for it is Brody on that far side. The left back playing it back towards Ojeda near midfield. Switches the pitch again, this time to the right back in LA. 35 yards off the end line. As Arango in front of him plays it back to Palacio. Chicho comes back to get it. He and Nelson Palacio just kind of touching it back and forth. It gets a little past Palacio. Middle of the field, Ojeda. Turns it back there to Silva. Marcelo Silva, the left center back, dragging into the offensive zone and out wide to Brody. Brody right along the touchline, now retreating back towards midfield. Good pass to Ojeda, though. This is better from RSL. Switching the pitch again to the right side of LA. Well into the attack now. Squares it off just outside of the area. Arango. Chicho cutting it back towards the back post. Gomez goes up and gets by him. Brody settles back towards Gomez. Biuk comes back to win it away and clear it out. Oh, Stipe had to get there defensively. He was already deep into the 18 by the time the ball was delivered, and Biuk got there in time. Wow, if Stipe didn't get there, that might have been a great opportunity for RSL inside the 18. Hollingshead tried to close down the ball, and Biuk had to get there to help out. Palacio settling. Tries the diagonal ball. Buonga's there to cut off the pass right outside of the 18. Denis trying to send the run of Ordaz, who knocks down Justin Glad, and the foul is called. Ordaz certainly didn't want to do that. He didn't mean to. He was trying to get around Glad, but got too much of him. 22 and a half minutes gone. Midway through the first half, still no score. LAFC 0, RSL 0. In this round of 16 battle here, a trip to the quarterfinals on the line to take on one Liga MX giant or the other. Tigres Monterrey tied at no score at halftime in that match. The winner of this game will play the winner of that one. LAFC settling through Ilie Sanchez near midfield on the restart. Back to Long from Chiellini. Nobody pressuring. RSL have a couple of players inside the offensive half. Musovski, Chicho Arango among them. And including Gomez as well in that left wing. But they're not really pressing very high. Long lays it off to Hollingshead. To Illier, back to Hollingshead. Square ball to Chiellini. Dribbling up towards midfield. Good diagonal pass, but Ordaz waited for it, and Gomez was able to cut it off about 20 yards away from Chiellini. It was a 25-yard pass attempt, and Ordaz should have went and attacked the ball, frankly. And RSL can play it back to McMahon right at the penalty spot. McMahon chipping it forward on that right side. Knockdown header by Musovski to Ojeda. Ball pops up on him a little bit. Bogusz then commits the foul. Oh, Mateusz didn't have to do it, but he was battling. He uses a hug to Ojeda, helps him up. And it will be a free kick now for RSL just before midfield. They played on the far side of Brody. Back to Palacio, so he'll just turn to Palacio and play it back to Silva. He touches it to Glad just in front of midfield. Down the right wing and LA waiting for it. Right along the touchline in front of his bench. Back to Ojeda, still around midfield. Nowhere to go forward. LAFC are back defensively, so they play it back to Glad. He's got to go on a diagonal all the way back to McMath, who's 30 yards off his line. Ordaz trying to loop in for pressure. McMath flips it down the right wing. And LA waiting for it. Palacios gets there and knocks it down to Buanga. Good forward pass to Bogusz. Bogusz tries to cut it off. Oh, good decision there by Palacio. Good ball, Gomez. Laying it off to the run of Musovski. Back to Gomez, who pops it on his right foot and out of play. Musovski hit the run of Gomez, but it looks like it was going to be deflected out of play for a corner kick. First of the match for RSL. You don't want to give them chances here with Arango and Musovski in the middle. But it will be a corner kick. Yeah, Bogusz had a chance to deliver a pass a little quicker. Palacio got in front of it, and that was cleared away nicely by Hollingshead, but it will be a corner kick on this near side of the pitch. RSL can deliver. It's their first of the match. 25 minutes gone, and it's Jefferson Savarino with the right foot. Outswinger towards the area. Headed there by Marcelo Silva, but over the bar, and it was well over and wide right. Silva had to kind of lean back with his head and didn't get much on it. Skied it high in the air here in the 26-minute free kick, goal kick, LAFC after the miss by Marcelo Silva. Steve Cherundolo checking out his team there on the sideline. 54% of the possession thus far. They've had all the shots, 5 of them, and 2 shots on goal, including Buwanga's effort there that was brilliantly saved by Zach McMahon. Played short by McCarthy in the restart. Chiellini was squared off to Aaron Long. He's 30 yards off the goal line for LAFC, but RSL setting up about 40 yards from goal before they start to attack the ball. So Long plays it right back to McCarthy. Nobody around. And he'll try to find Chiellini and does. Again, mild pressure here from RSL. Looks like Chicho and Musovski are kind of now up just outside of the 18. Here they come. McCarthy still directing traffic. Goes out wide now. Waiting for it is Long. He has Ryan Hollingshead well down the pitch. He's trying to hit him on a long ball there. Hollingshead towards the end line. Can he keep it in play? It just squirts out. 32-year-old Hollingshead made a great run. He was deep offensively for LAFC, but Long's ball just kind of squirted off the grass and out of play before Hollingshead could retrieve it. Played to an LA short. Good pass to Ojeda, just continues it down the line to Savarino. Here comes Savarino with some space on this right wing, just outside of the 18. 15 yards off the end line, settling towards the back post. Gomez just behind him, and he pops the header out of play. Oh boy, that didn't miss by much. For the run there of Andres Gomez on the back post. Gomez has been kind of coming off the bench a little bit more of late. Only one League Cup appearance before this. It was 22 minutes against Monterrey. He had a shot on goal in that one. This was a good run by Gomez. Got by the defense to the 6, but the ball was just behind him. Frankly, LAFC were beaten there. Savarino delivered a good ball. It might have been just a little square, maybe a square or two, maybe a couple inches behind Gomez, and he popped it up and out of play. Restart here for LAFC through the back line. It's Aaron Long. He'll go back now to McCarthy at the 6. Pressure there by Chicho. Didn't miss by much. Long short ball to Acosta, who just one touches it forward in the middle of the park. Good turn there by LAFC. Here comes Hollingshead. He's got Buick way out wide right. 35 off the end line. Here comes Stipe. Stipe settling. Edge of the 18. Crosses it in. It's deflected off the foot of Silva and out of play. Oh, a corner kick for LAFC. Good ball by Stipe Buick. Silva had to reach that left foot out and get a touch. He did. But it bounded well over the crossbar and out of play for a corner kick, black and gold. Far side of the pitch. LAFC, now their third corner of the match. It will be Bogusz again. This one will be an outswinger with the right foot on that far side. 29th minute is approaching. Bogusz, outswinger towards the back part of the 6. Ordaz went up and went by, and Palacio gets a right foot on it, trying to clear it out, and does. It's going to be a throw-in for LAFC, though, here on the near side. Deep in the RSL defensive half. Dave Denholm with you, 29th minute, no score. Round of 16 match here in the League's Cup. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Chiellini played it back the long near midfield with Ilya Sanchez held back there. Everybody for RSL in the defensive half. Ilya now works Chiellini, who's in the offensive zone. He goes down the line, good ball to Cheeky. Palacios has delivered a couple of really good crosses. He plays this on a square to Bogusz. Now to Acosta, 45 yards from goal, middle of the field. Kellens, short ball there to Bogusz. Gets mugged from behind, no call. As Gomez hit him, but the referee said let him bounce back to Chiellini near midfield, and they'll play on. Long to Ilya, who's kind of the third center back right now. Back to Chiellini, the left center back, just inside the offensive zone. Immediately back to Ilya Sanchez. Long ball down the left wing from Ilya, headed by Palacios into the middle. Glad gets a touch on it. McMath can't keep it in play. It'll be another corner kick. Glad got there just in front of Buonga. Good header by Cheeky Palacios. And I think they're going to say that was offside on Denis. So it is not a corner kick. 30th minute. It will be a free kick for RSL. Right at the edge of the 18. Actually, it might have been an offside on Cheeky Palacios earlier in the play because McMath has put it on the edge of the 18. And he will send everybody long here with the right foot. Zach McMath, 32-year-old. I mentioned it in the starting lineups, celebrating his birthday yesterday. Sends it long down the right wing. Headed away by Chiellini. Second ball, Palacios gets there first. Nelson Palacio to Anele. He nearly loses it. Ilya Sanchez battling and does take it away to Bogusz. Back to Cheeky Palacios. Acosta one touch to Chiellini. One touches it back to Aaron Long. This is high pressure from RSL. Bad giveaway by Long. Here they come. Brody just outside of the area. Right-footed shot back post just wide. Oh, he did not miss by much. It's a goal kick for LAFC. It was actually Jefferson Savarino who got on the end of the final ball and put it just wide of that far post. Bad giveaway by LAFC. Savarino ended up dragging it to get the right-footed shot across his body towards the back post and did not miss by much. 31st minute, still no score. Played short by McCarthy. Long to Chiellini outside of the 18. Going to be attacked by Musovski, and I mean attacked. He bugs it. Foul is called. He'll help up Chiellini. They shake hands. Georgia with a free kick about 35 yards from goal. They're going to slow it down a little bit. Boy, that was a bad giveaway by LAFC, and Savarino did not miss by much. It was deflected off of the defender, too, but the referee missed it, apparently. Getting a replay of the Musovski foul here at Chiellini. Not a ton in it. Clearly a foul. Played short by LAFC, though, working through the back. Aaron Long has it now. He's got Hollingshead at his right, or his right on a square ball. He's got Chiellini and uses Chiellini on the left side here. Still in the defensive half. Plays it right back to Long, but here comes the high pressure from RSL. Hollingshead, one touch to Ilya. Back to Hollingshead. He's got Acosta open on the wing. Ilya and Hollingshead is kind of touching it back and forth. Now they'll square it off to Chiellini. Good space here. Giorgio dribbling it forward. Outside of the foot to Buonga, who's 40 yards from goal, but he comes back to help out. We'll play it back to Chiellini. And on a diagonal ball all the way back to Long. Short ball, Ilya Sanchez near midfield. Arango around him with Musovski. Off to Chiellini. Good ball forward. Palacios making the run in the area. Glad gets there with a header first, and Cheeky will let it run out of play for a corner kick. Oh, Cheeky Palacios has come to play tonight. 32nd minute. Really forces another corner kick out of RSL's defense here. Will one of these pay off here for the black and gold in the first half? That's what we're wondering. They've had nearly 60% of the possession now. 5 shots to 3 now they lead after that Savarino effort. No shots on goal for RSL. LAFC have the only 2 of the match. In swinging right foot in front of the 32-52. Here's Bogusz. Drops the arm. Sends it deep to the back post. McMath gets a touch on it and knocks it out towards that far side. Chasing it down there is Gomez. He can't keep it in play on his first touch as Kellen Acosta was battling him, and it will be a throw-in for LAFC. Still deep in the RSL defensive half. 32.5 minutes gone. They throw it in quickly to Acosta, who's the only one there. About 10 yards in the offensive half. To Chiellini now, center circle. Plays it back to Aaron Long. RSL content to defend here right around midfield. No rush for LAFC. Long. Now he's going to try to flip it forward down the middle of the field. Looking for Bogusz. It's headed away by Glad. Only as far as Ordaz, just outside of the area. Ordaz cutting it back towards Bogusz to the 6. Anele gets in front of him. and shepherds it back to Zach McMath. Boy, Bogusz was closing down, and I think they might have called a foul on Bogusz at the end of that play here. Headed away by Glad, but oh boy, does Nathan Ordaz have some moves in him. Good cutback pass. Bogusz made the run, but Anele let it shepherd it all the way back to McMath. 34th minute, still no score. McMath rolls it out there, top of the area. Silva plays it back to McMath. High pressure from LAFC. Short ball, Ojeda. One touches it out wide to Silva in the corner. To Brody, still deep in the defensive half. He tries to drill it long. Headed down by Aaron Long there to Ilya Sanchez, who just one touches it all the way back to a wide open McCarthy at the edge of the 18, and he'll play it out to Ryan Hollingshead. Good possession for the black and gold. They're building up nicely here. Can't give away the ball, though, in the defensive half, that's for sure. Musovski tries to pressure Chiellini, who knocks it back to Aaron Long, and out wide, out of Hollingshead. Still 15 yards before midfield. Hollingshead with his head up. RSL kind of basically backing up to around the center circle here defensively. Long lays it into the run of Chiellini. He'll play it there to Bogusz, who gets pushed off the ball. No foul called. It rolls right to Ilya Sanchez. Good pass into the channel. Ordaz making the run. Tries to cut the left-footed cross. It's off of Glad and not a play behind the goal. It'll be another corner kick for the black and gold. 35th minute. LAFC piling on the pressure here, but they've got to convert. No real chance except for the one from Denis Bouanga on a great cross by Cheeky Palacios earlier in this first half. Bouanga had the one-touch shot from 6 that nearly went through the legs of McMath, but he got just enough on it to make a great save. LAFC, another corner kick here. Will be another in-swinger. Bogusz in front of the 32-52, near side of the pitch. 5th corner of the match. Here it comes. Towards that back post again, making the run! Headed back towards the near post, stays in play, but then finally headed on a play by Bouanga on the near side. Who made the run back post? Aaron Long. Boy, he was open on that back post. Header kind of came off sideways off of him as he was crashing in, got by everybody, and actually tried to head it across, and he ended up going too deep. Maybe should have put that one on the frame. And for all I know, he was trying. He was diving at the football, in fairness. So it is a goal kick now for RSL. 36th minute. Still no score. Aaron Long, 12 appearances in MLS play. Did get the start and play against Juarez. Played short to Glad on the restart. He blasted long towards midfield. Palacios cuts it off momentarily there. It's one back there, though, on this near side by Chicho Arango. He's battling there with Ilie and Palacios, and LAFC knock it out of play. So it'll be a throw in RSL in the offensive zone. And LA, the right back is up to throw it. He throws it all the way back to Justin Glad, the right center back, who's in the defensive half. Long switch by Glad all the way across to the midfield line to the left back Brody. He's got room to carry down that left wing. Tries to pass into the corner to Gomez, who pushes the defender Ryan Hollingshead down from behind. And it's a free kick, LAFC. Good job by Hollingshead to win that ball earlier in the play. Here in the 37th minute now. Free kick, LAFC. They play it back to Aaron Long. Not a lot of speed in the build-up for either side necessarily here. It's very tactical. Chiellini to midfield. Bouanga with a one-touch through the center of Park. Palacio, the only one there. Plays it off to Ojeda. Stolen back by Bogusz brilliantly. Mateos lays it in the run of Bouanga on this left wing. He's got Ordaz in the middle. Cuts it back to the 6. Biuk was there, but it's cut off initially defensively. Back to the top of the area. Oh, boy, Ilya Sanchez goes down on the play. Referee says play on to Bogusz, 25 from goal. Mateos. Ilya slow to get up there, and he wants word or two with the referee Rubio Vasquez. Bogusz gets it right back from Long, still 40 yards from goal, plays it right back to Aaron in the center circle. Ilya is fine. He's back up and looks okay. Long flips it wide on this near side. Palacios off his chest, 22 yards off the end line. Plays it back to Bogusz in the channel, flipping it forward. It's deflected off the defender to Marcelo Silva's right foot, and he just blasted Long on this near side out towards Severino. He tries to touch it down. Palacios gets there and gets fouled by Severino. It's actually only about 35 yards from goal here on the near side of the pitch. Tiki will actually just take it quickly, though, to Chiellini. Not sure why LAFC didn't try to set up, maybe to pump that one. They just want possession here. Off to Ilya Sanchez in midfield. Pressure there. Musovski steals it away. Here comes RSL. Musovski cutting it back in the middle. Arango putting it on his right foot. Stepping in to just knock it away was Aaron Long with his right toe. Oh, boy, what a defensive effort there by Long. Musovski and Arango causing problems. Thrown into Chicho. Back heel. Towards the edge of the area. Severino is fouled just outside of the 18 and a yellow card on Chiellini. It's going to be a free kick, RSL. Chiellini pleading his case a bit, but a good play on a back heel by Chicho Arango, and Chiellini was late. Foul is outside of the box. Boy, we've seen that back heel from Chicho many times. Savarino got around Chiellini, and Giorgio slid in and stepped on the foot there just outside of the 18. This is dangerous times here from LAFC late in this first half. Savarino slow to get up. He's going to be fine. And it is a free kick for RSL. 39th minute. First yellow card of the match. There haven't been very many fouls, frankly. Pretty cleanly played game. Although Chiellini was certainly late there. He knew it. LAFC must defend this dangerous opportunity here for RSL. Still no shots on goal yet for RSL. They haven't had much, but they don't need much, especially in this situation. McCarthy's got to set up a good wall here. It's a two-man wall to the near post. It's Arango, 16 yards off the end line and right on the edge of the 18 here on the near side. So it's a weird angle. Don't know if Chicho can go for goal here. McCarthy's in the middle of his six, or in the middle of his goal line. A lot of RSL players crashing. Arango just rips into the near, through the near side, through the middle of the 18, but Palacios was there to knock it out of play. So Chicho put it on the ground hard, kind of outside of the wall area. Nobody there for RSL. Cheeky clears it out. Good job by LAFC to get back defensively on that initial breakaway on the giveaway by Ilya Sanchez. Thrown in by Anele all the way back to Glad near midfield. He squares it off to Silva in the center circle. Forward pass Palacio. Squares it off to Ojeda. Still a long way from goal in the offensive zone. Good diagonal pass there, Savarino, just outside of the 18. Flips it out to Arango, 4 yards off the sideline. Tries to flip it back into the middle. It's deflected and cleared away by Hollingshead on the right foot. Up towards midfield. Glad's got to get there first and does before Ordach. Plays it out wide to an open Brody, 40 yards from goal. On the right foot. Plays it back to Palacio. Middle of the park. Cutting it back onto his left. Palacio out wide there, waiting for it. Gomez settles on the left foot. Early cross in. Deflects and cleared away by Elias Sanchez to this near side. Biuk trying to battle with Gomez out wide. Gomez is going to get there first. Andres Gomez racing to the end line. Biuk trying to chase him into the corner. Puts it back on his right foot. Cutting it into the area. Good ball there. Settling by Ojeda. Just outside of the area now. He'll play it all the way back to Palacio. Square ball there to Savarino on the left side. Just outside of the 18. Savarino puts it on the foot there of Musovski. Out wide now here on the near side of Anele. Anele settling for the cross. Buwanga gets there, and it's right between Cheeky and Anele runs it down. Deflected cross. Chiellini gets a foot on and knock it out of play for a corner. So LAFC's defense a bit at 6s and 7s there, but they do manage to survive. They do have to give up the corner kick. Buwanga did a great job to step in defensively. Then he kind of was going to leave it for Palacios, but it kind of got hung up between the two of them, and Anele jumped on it. 41 minutes gone. Savarino with the outswinging right-footed corner kick. Dangerous times here for LAFC's defense to end this first half. Can RSL capitalize? Here he comes in the middle. Knocked down, top of the area. Ojeda puts it on his left foot. Shot deflected and wide. And actually they say no, it did not hit anybody, as Ojeda missed that one really kind of badly with the left foot there from 22, and it's going to be a goal kick over the black and gold. I thought that one just deflected wide, but indeed it was just badly taken by Brian Ojeda, the defensive midfielder. So it's a goal kick. McCarthy who wants to settle everybody down here as LAFC have been under pressure last few minutes. 42nd minute of the first half. Still no score. McCarthy plays it short here to Ilya Sanchez. Out wide to the left side, Chiellini waiting for it right along the sideline. Blast it long towards midfield. Headed down there nicely by Anele. Up to the center circle. Good battle there, but killing it. Cost him with a great ball forward. Oh, great ball here towards Buwanga from Biuk, and it's just cut off by Glad. Ojeda then lays it off to Palacio. Here they come. Nelson Palacio dribbling to midfield. Goes out wide to the far side. Gomez. 30 from goal. 25 from goal. Gets around Hollingshead, who goes to the ground. Gomez racing to the edge of the area. Cutting it back. Top of the area. One touch shot from Chicho Arango is wide. Chicho tried to one touch that one almost out of the air from 16 yards out and missed it wide. What a counterattack this was, though, as Hollingshead went down and couldn't get the ball. Gomez cut it back to the top of the area, and Arango tried to stab it in with one touch and just mishit it. 43rd minute. Goal kick LAFC. And boy, RSL feeling a lot better about themselves in the last 5 to 10 minutes of this first half. We'll see if the black and gold can now hang on. McCarthy's actually going to send everybody along here. Puts it down to the 6 on the far side of the pitch. LAFC is still outshot RSL. 8-5, but 7-5, I beg your pardon. McCarthy sends it long towards midfield. Hollingshead with a good header forward. Getting their first Palacio back to Hollingshead. Lays it down to Acosta. Heavy pressure there, but Kelly gets a good ball through the center circle now to Palacios. Back to Chiellini. He'll square it off, middle of the field. Elias Sanchez, everybody in front of him. He's got Hollingshead alone behind him if he needs it and uses it. But RSL again, only really pressuring just inside the offensive half, barely. Acosta back to long, middle of the park. Nobody attacking Aaron right now. And he's going to go long down that right wing, but it's too inside. And Brody heads it away back towards midfield. Getting there first, though, nicely was Hollingshead to Elias Sanchez. Good ball towards the top of the area. Swept away by Justin Glad out wide. And cleaned up there by Brody to Gomez. Still in the defensive half. Nearly losing the ball. Andres Gomez, though. Good ball towards the middle of the park. Acosta steps in nicely. Bogu's back to Kellen. Acosta, 40 yards from goal. Needs some help, and he'll play it back to Elias Sanchez, who touches it back to Chiellini. Down this wing now again to Palacios. Cheeky in the offensive zone. 10 yards off the sideline there. Just in front of Steve Cherundolo's bench. They'll play it all the way back to Chiellini in the defensive half. RSL setting up defensively around midfield here. 45th minute. Bogu's back to Chiellini in the middle of the park. He squares it all the way across the pitch to Hollingshead, who's waiting around midfield. Here comes Arango. Not really pressuring the ball much. Hollingshead back to long, and now to Chiellini. Giorgio loves to deliver the longer pass, but instead this time he plays it right to Aaron Long. Center circle and out wide to the right back, Hollingshead. Right inside the offensive zone, barely. 10-yard pass forward to Biu. On that right wing, Stipe. Head up, trying to attack the corner. Around one defender, Stipe towards the end line. Stipe cutting it across. It's deflected and out of play. Another corner kick for the black and gold. Oh, Stipe Biu just turned on the speed there. Taking on the end line, but he's so fluid, it doesn't even look like he's going that fast. And RSL were just off balance there. The black and gold now into stoppage time, presented by Extra Mile. We'll have 1 minute of it. Hasn't been much in terms of fouls or too many stoppages. Had the one injury to the sub from Pablo Ruiz. Outswinging right-footed corner. Here it comes. Bogusz delivers towards the penalty spot. Cleared away out of the air. Taken by Nelson Palacios' right foot. Cheeky Palacios is going to chase it down in the defensive half for LAFC. About halfway through this minute, LAFC will probably do his best to just get to the locker room here. Don't do anything stupid in these final seconds. RSL going to pressure the ball a little bit. Palacios wisely plays it all the way back to an open John McCarthy. And I think that'll about do it here. Probably about 15 seconds left. If LAFC want to maybe just pump the ball forward, you may be able to get another opportunity, but I don't even know if they want to do that. RSL not really pressuring Chiellini. Back to Aaron Long. Seconds remaining here. Elias Sanchez in front of Musovski, who's not even really pressuring. Out wide, there's Long near midfield. He's now going to send it long down the middle of the park, and the referee blows the whistle first. And that is the end of the first 45 minutes. No score. LAFC, Real Salt Lake, round of 16 of the Leagues Cup. Halftime show coming up next here on the home of the black and gold. This is ESPN LA.
Bet on your team, not your cooking abilities. Find what you need to hit the spot by ordering Postmates, the official on-demand delivery partner of Los Angeles Football Club. Use code LA30 to get 30% off your first 3 orders of $35 or more. Terms apply.
A great football pub knows how to use the depth on its squad.
And your game day drink needs the right players too.
I'm going with Captain Morgan, a flavourful start.
Yeah, let's round out the squad with ginger ale and
A lime wedge.
delicious.
Sub in the captain. Visit CaptainMorgan.com to find Captain near you. Drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum. Premium Caribbean rum with spice and other natural flavors. 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
Car accident? Not sure where to take your vehicle? Auto Collision Group is a certified collision center with Tesla, BMW, Maserati, Ford, Honda, and many more. We put you back on the road as soon as possible. Our certified technicians will get your vehicle back to manufacturer standards. Look for us at AutoACG.com. That's AutoACG.com. We are near you with locations all over SoCal. Remember, AutoACG.com, your certified collision center. Hey, LAFC fans. If you're in need of large format printed graphics and installation, or projection mapping to bring a massive building to life, or creative designs to make your message pop, look no further than LAFC's own official signage partner, A3 Visual. A3 Visual is a full-service visual solutions company specializing in large format printing, immersive events, creative design, fabrication, and installation. Make the world your canvas with A3 Visual. Visit them today at a3visual.com.
Sorry, just jumping through some hoops here. Trying to illustrate how CarMax's pre-qualifying tool doesn't make you jump through any. Save time by personalizing your search by monthly payment, all without affecting your credit score. So why am I still jumping through hoops? Well, better me than you. Whoa, that one was on fire. CarMax, car buying reimagined. See CarMax.com for details.
Experience Native American cultures, music, food, and dance at the annual San Manuel Powwow from Friday, September 15th through Sunday, September 17th. Join dancers and singers from across the U.S. and Canada at Cal State University, San Bernardino to celebrate Native American culture and heritage during this free event. Experience the incredible sights and sounds of the grand entry, the thunderous and pounding drum circles, delicious foods, shopping, and more. For details, visit SoCalPowwow.com.
What does a bank like BMO know about soccer? Well, we've been a fan for 2 decades. Helped over 250,000 kids take the pitch. And invested $25 million in support of youth athletes. But we're not just growing the game, we're growing the good. We're a bank that helps millions of customers make real financial progress. And that's something we can all cheer for. BMO, official bank of LAFC. BMO Harris Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Bet on your team, not your cooking abilities. Find what you need to hit the spot by ordering Postmates, the official on-demand delivery partner of Los Angeles Football Club. Use code LA30 to get 30% off your first 3 orders of $35 or more. Terms apply. It's halftime of LAFC and RSL.
We recap what went down in the first half, stats, highlights, and what LAFC needs to do in the second half to pull out the win.
Presented by Kaiser Permanente. As the team physicians of LAFC, we work to keep the heart of LA healthy and the hearts of LA thriving. Kaiser Permanente, together we thrive.
This is halftime of LAFC.
This is Kellen Acosta of your LAFC. It's halftime of LAFC. And this is Ryan Hollingshead, number 24, Los Angeles Football Club, on the home of the black and gold.
Now here's your host.
Now here's the voice of LAFC, Dave Denholm.
I'd call it a deliberate first 45 minutes. Not that either team weren't trying to get chances forward, and certainly both clubs had opportunities going forward, but it is 0-0 at the break. And definitely, talking with my producer, Mario Reyes, as we just went to the break there at halftime, definitely has the feel of a knockout-type game. Not to say that teams aren't trying to score. Of course, that's not the case. But it's more of a very tense atmosphere. Defense is not really trying to get too far up the pitch, not trying to get too crazy, feeling each other out. And it was a long, tough battle for the offenses in that first 45 minutes. But again, there were chances. And let's go to the highlights. First off, in the 20th minute, a good opportunity for LAFC. Denis Bouanga, 25 yards from the end line, will play it all the way back to midfield, and Aaron Long. Short little touch there to the captain, Elias Sanchez. No real pressure from RSL. Ilya off to Chiellini, who's well in the offensive half. Good side, a splitting ball there to Bouanga just outside of the area. Denis lays it off to the run of Ordaz. Plays it back to Palacios. To the 6. Denis shot, saved McMath, and cleared by RSL. Oh, what an effort there by Denis. Great pass from Cheeky Palacios, and well set up by Nathan Ordaz as well. Jefferson Savarino in the 31st minute, though, for RSL with a chance. Acosta one touch to Chiellini, one touches it back to Aaron Long. This is high pressure from RSL. Bad giveaway by Long. Here they come. Brody just outside of the area. Right-footed shot back post, just wide. Oh, he did not miss by much. It's a goal kick for LAFC. It was actually Jefferson Savarino who got at the end of the final ball and put it just wide of that far post. Bad giveaway by LAFC. Savarino ended up dragging it to get the right-footed shot across his body towards the back post and did not miss by much. 31st minute, still no score. I don't know if this makes any sense, but LAFC's couple of really good chances were created by the black and gold, really doing some nice passing, some good teamwork. RSL's good chances in the first half were kind of created by LAFC's sloppiness, if I'm being fair. Not to say that RSL are not trying to get forward, but it's really what they're waiting for, if you will. In the 33rd minute, Mateusz Bogusz created himself a good opportunity. No rush for LAFC. Long. Now he's going to try to flip it forward down the middle of the field. Looking for Bogusz. It's headed away by Glad. Only as far as Ordaz, just outside of the area. Ordaz cutting it back towards Bogusz to the 6. Anele gets in front of him and shepherds it back to Zach McMahon. Boy, Bogusz was closing down, and I think they might have called a foul on Bogusz at the end of that play here. And then late in the half, I got to be honest with you, as I looked up, I thought it was going to be 1-0 RSL as Chicho Arango got on the end of a nice cutback pass near the top of the 18. Here they come. Nelson Palacio dribbling to midfield, goes out wide to the far side. Gomez, 30 from goal, 25 from goal, gets around Hollingshead, who goes to the ground. Gomez racing to the edge of the area, cutting it back, top of the area. One-touch shot from Chicho Arango is wide. Chicho tried to one-touch that one almost out of the air from 16 yards out and missed it wide. What a counterattack this was, though, as Hollingshead went down and couldn't get the ball. Gomez cut it back to the top of the area, and Arango tried to stab it in with one touch and just mishit it. A couple of stats that will tell you what's been going on in this first half. LAFC with 60% of the possession, 243 total passes. RSL just 40% possession and 159 total passes. So the Claret and Cobalt kind of biding their time here on the road. LAFC lead in shots 7-5. Shots on goal in favor of the home side 3-0. And Zach McMath, of course, had that massive save on the Denis Buonga attempt from 6 yards out. Cheeky Palacios with a great cross. And I mean picture perfect. But McMath was equal to the task. So LAFC kind of winning the stats battle for whatever that's worth. But RSL certainly and truly in this match every step of the way. 0-0 the score at the break. Taking a look around the rest of this round of 16 really quickly. Of course, the winner of this match, if LAFC were to win, they would actually host the next round. And it would be the winner of Tigres Monterrey. Now, if RSL wins, of course, they'll host against those Mexican Giants in the 61st minute at last check. That game is still scoreless, Tigres and Monterrey. Earlier on the day, 3 matches, all of them went to PKs. It has been crazy. Club America had a 2-1 lead on Nashville after Nashville had a 1-0 lead most of the match until the 96th minute. Nashville tied it up. They win on penalties and knock out Club America. Philadelphia beat Red Bull New York after a 1-1 draw on penalties 4-3. And Toluca came back down 2-0 against Minnesota to tie it. But Minnesota wins on PKs and advances over Toluca. Stick around. Second half kickoff coming up next. LAFC 0, RSL 0. Right here on the home of the black and gold, ESPN LA.
What does it take to make the world's most awarded tequila? 1800 Tequila knows it takes dedication down to every drop. It's more than just harvesting the finest blue agave. It's using it in a 200-year-old recipe recognized by tequila experts as the best in its class. So when you choose 1800 Tequila, you choose taste above all. 1800, the best taste in tequila. 1800 Tequila, Proximo, Jersey City, New Jersey. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Sweet, savory, refreshing. Those are just a few words to describe the new Baskin-Robbins Mangonada. Our tribute to this traditional Mexican beverage combines the bright, tropical flavor of mango, the tangy kick of chamoy, and the spice of Tajín Clásico seasoning, leaving taste buds with an unforgettably unique experience. It's the perfect way to sip in the new season. Try a Mangonada today at Baskin-Robbins. Sweet, savory, score.
What does a bank like BMO know about soccer? Well, we've been a fan for 2 decades. Helped over 250,000 kids take the pitch. And invested $25 million in support of youth athletes. But we're not just growing the game, we're growing the good. We're a bank that helps millions of customers make real financial progress. And that's something we can all cheer for. BMO, official bank of LAFC. BMO Harris Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change, is a proud sponsor of your MLS champion LAFC radio broadcast on 710 ESPN. For over 30 years, Valvoline Instant Oil Change has provided quick, convenient maintenance services for busy people. Oil changes, tire rotations, transmission care, and more. Just pull in to your neighborhood location and you'll be out in no time with your ride and peak performance. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and to score game-winning coupons off your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Go LAFC!
Becoming America's best-selling brand means you never settle for anything less. Like the Ford F-150. With its premium-grade muscle and finely tuned intelligence, it's a beast with brains. The Ford Bronco Sport. With unquestioned toughness and capability, it's built to take on the mountains. And Ford's complete lineup of all-wheel drive SUVs gives you the power, style, and space you need for life on the go. Contact your local Ford store for exclusive offers on Ford's full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Sales can list on calendar year sales.
Just a second. Listen, it's hard to balance work, family, and school. But it's easier when your university is built for students with a lot on their plate. Since 1976, University of Phoenix has helped over 1 million working adults earn their degree. Come see what they can do for you. Find out more at phoenix.edu. University of Phoenix. We rise for you. Okay, what's going on?
Experience Native American cultures, music, food, and dance at the annual San Manuel Powwow from Friday, September 15th through Sunday, September 17th. Join dancers and singers from across the U.S. and Canada at Cal State University San Bernardino to celebrate Native American culture and heritage during this free event. Experience the incredible sights and sounds of the grand entry, the thunderous and pounding drum circles, delicious foods, shopping, and more. For details, visit SoCalPowwow.com.
If your colors are black and gold, then you know the heart of LA. And if you're one of 4 million that call LA home, then you're the heart that keeps LAFC going strong. As the team physicians of LAFC, Kaiser Permanente knows that a strong team needs a stronger community. And we're dedicated to helping keep LAFC, their fans, and LA at their absolute best. Because shoulder to shoulder we stand, and together we thrive. Kaiser Permanente.
The Black and Gold are back.
LAFC is on ESPN LA.
It's time for kickoff of the second half.
Los Angeles Football Club, Real Salt Lake.
Kickoff is next.
Here is the voice for LAFC, Dave Denholm.
This copyrighted audiocast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer. No score in the break at BMO Stadium. LAFC 0, RSL 0. The two teams coming back onto the pitch for the second half. It'll be RSL now with the football going right to left into the 32-52 as I look at them. The black and gold. A tough first half. Interesting first half. Neither team giving up much defensively. A couple of chances there. We saw getting another replay of John Thorrington giving Chicho Arango his championship ring. Boy, are they beautiful. No question about that. I love mine, I'll tell you that much. More important things now to concern ourselves with when it comes to Chicho Arango, and that's stopping him here in the second 45. He had a real good opportunity that he didn't miss by much late in that first half. So RSL feel very good about the way the first 45 minutes went. LAFC had their moments, no doubt. Some good passing and really some good interplay between Nathan Ordaz and both Stipe Biuk and Denis Bouanga on the wings for that first 45 minutes. We saw Denis kind of stay on the left. Biuk kind of stayed on the right with Ordaz in the middle. Remember, Carlos Vela not available for this match at all after the injury he suffered against FC Juarez. Rubio Vasquez checking to the sidelines. And we are underway for the second 45 minutes. Played back by Arango all the way back to the right center back, Justin Glad, who settles onto the right foot, blasts it long towards Musovski. Too far for him. Hollingshead knocks it down to Biuk, but Biuk's one-touch pass towards the middle, taken away by Ojeda. Squares it off Severino. Good ball forward, looking for the run of Arango. It's cut off there brilliantly by Palacios. Cheeky out wide near midfield, out of Boguch. Midfielder waiting for the overlap of Palacios. Feeds him there. Cheeky continues down that left wing. 40 yards towards the end line. Tries to pass to Bouanga. It's just in front of him, and Justin Glad will play it off to Ojeda. Ojeda trying to get away from trouble, but it's Bogusz who steals it back. Good little slip-in pass just behind Buonga again. This time Nelson Palacio gets the ricochet off to Gomez. Hollingshead trying to beat him there. Ojeda lets go of the pass, run all the way out to Anele in the right back, carrying it forward out of midfield. Short pass there to Musovski. To Arango now to Ojeda. Settles, switches the pitch all the way looking to the left side here. And Ryan Hollingshead, the right back, brilliant there in front of Gomez to win it away. Continues with the ball forward. Short pass to Acosta, touching it back now to Elias Sanchez. Nobody around him yet for RSL. Squares it off now to Chiellini. They'll try the left side. Down that line. Good little run there. Here comes Cheeky Palacios. Buonga's in front of him now. Cheeky in the middle. Gets it from Buonga. Right back to Denis. Edge of the 18. Denis on the ball. 3 defenders around him. Plays it back to Bogusz. Square ball there. 30 yards from goal to Acosta. They'll try the right side now. Here's Hollingshead. Norda's making a little diagonal run. He plays it instead of Biuk, who gets around one defender. Hollingshead's still going to make the overlapping run. Biuk plays it back instead in support to Acosta. Right back out to Stipe, and it's too far for him to keep in play as Acosta missed the pass. And it's RSL's ball. That's a wasted chance for LAFC here in the 47th minute. Early in the second half, still no score. The left back is Andrew Brody. Still looking to throw. He's 25 yards off the end line. Throws it short to Palacio. Through traffic to Gomez. Stepping in nicely was Hollingshead, but Gomez wins the second ball off of Wardow's shin, and it's out of play. It'll be another throw-in for Andrew Brody in Salt Lake. 0-0 the score. 48th minute. Round of 16 knockout match here in the League's Cup. Win or you go home. Thrown into Ojeda. Gets around one defender. Then Kellen Acosta literally handcuffs him with an American football tackle with both hands. And it'll be a free kick for RSL. Still deep in their defensive half. McMath's going to retrieve the ball here and play it off to Silva. Marcelo Silva will put it where the foul occurred, about 35 yards off the end line, and just play it back to restart to McMath, who's 22 yards off his line. Squares it off now to Justin Glad. No pressure from LAFC. Here comes Ordaz. And Glad tries to send it long. Hollingshead cuts it off again brilliantly. One touch there in the middle of the park. Acosta gets it back from Biuk. Kellen in the foot. Down the middle to Ordaz. Flag stays down. Ordaz tries to chip McMath from 22, but it's right in the arms of Zach McMath, and I think Ordaz was offside anyway. 48 minutes gone, still no score. McMath will actually just keep the ball. References play on. He'll drop it. Both center backs flanking him. He has it at the edge of the 18. Here comes Ordaz. I like the thought from Nathan Ordaz to try to chip the keeper. Didn't come off. He was going to be offside anyway. Silva gets it short, plays it up towards midfield. Too far for Gomez. Hollingshead nicely cuts this one off and plays it brilliantly to Chiellini in the middle. That was a 25-yard pass from Hollingshead. Under pressure there from 2 RSL offensive players. Chiellini squares it off the very long. Higher pressure here from RSL. Gets it off his foot to Hollingshead. He flips it forward toward midfield. Taken down by Acosta, but he didn't see Brian Ojeda coming in, and Ojeda steals it away. Back to midfield to Palacio. Tries to square it all the way across the park. Buonga steps in near midfield to win it away. On that left side, Denis now in the middle of the field. Looking for some help here, 40 yards from goal. He's going to go all the way out wide to Cheeky Palacios. Good job settling by Cheeky with the left foot. Back to Denis. One touch pass there to Ordaz, and out wide and behind Palacios and out of play. Ordaz getting a little bit too lazy there. Not lazy, but just not really thinking that through as he tried to rush it. And it was behind Palacios. That's a bad ball, and Nathan knew it. 50th minute. Still no score. RSL with a throw, and it's Bianelli, the right back. Rebecca Anelli, about 20 yards off the end line here. With this throw, throws it short there towards Ojeda, and he can't keep it in play. So now LAFC will have the throw in deep in RSL's half. That's a bad giveaway by RSL, Frank. Cheeky on that left wing. Square throw into Elias Sanchez, back to Palacios, who just plays it all the way back on a 15-yard ball to Chiellini, back into the defensive half to Long, who goes all the way to McCarthy, but here comes pressure from Chicho Arango. McCarthy gets it off his right foot towards midfield. Bogusz gets pushed down behind there, and a foul is called. Did they just call it a throw? Bogusz is, yeah, he gets, I don't think he called the foul. Bogusz is actually giving the referee like the hand signal, like he pushed me. Referee says no, it's a throw in. Hollingshead right in front of Steve Cherundolo on the defensive side of the field for LAFC. 51st minute. Ryan, square throw all the way across the pitch towards Chiellini. Boy, closing it down there was Chicho Arango, so Chiellini just fired it back towards Hollingshead and out of play. So bad giveaway there on the throw-in. 51st minute. RSL 40 yards from goal. Thrown in by Brody, gets it right back from Gomez, plays to Ojeda. Back to Gomez on the triangle, trying to hit the run of Brody down the left wing, and it's just too far in front of him. Ryan Hollingshead takes the throw quickly to Aaron Long. Back to Hollingshead in the corner, but the high pressure from RSL. Long heads it away to Ilie Sanchez. Ilie with a handball there, and it'll be a free kick for RSL because the pressure from Ojeda and Chicho Arango. Boy, LAFC kind of fell into the trap there, and RSL gets a free kick out of it. This is going to be dangerous times here for the black and gold defensively. Yeah, they kind of fell asleep there, and RSL just kind of lulled them into it. Good defensive work there by RSL deep in their own offensive half. So it is going to be a free kick here on this wing, probably about 5 yards off the sideline, and only about, let's say, about 25 yards from John McCarthy. This is good. Actually, it's closer to the 18 now. And about 25 yards away for Jefferson Savarino with the right foot. Boy, he can go to this near post. Just Stipe Buick there on the wall. Here it comes. Lacing it towards the middle of the area, though. It's deflected header. Cleared away by LAFC, and Ilie Sanchez gets a right foot on it. All the way out to Glad. He tries to pump it back to Jefferson Savarino. Stepping in to win the second ball was Bogusz. Bogusz, great pass down the middle of the field. Making the run is Buonga. Heads it to himself. Denis cuts to the defender's legs. Left, right-footed shot to the back post and in! Oh, my goodness, Denis! What a goal from Buonga. It's 1-0. Left the defender in the dust and beat McMath to the far post. Oh, what a goal! Denis Buonga, his fourth of the League's Cup, and LAFC have the lead. Handshakes and hugs all around for the black and gold. Buonga implores the heavens, and now turns around and faces the crowd for some applause. Great work by Buick and Bogusz to steal that one away. Bogusz with a great ball over the defense. Buonga, a header to himself, went right, left the defender, Brody, in the dust. Right through his legs with a little cut, left him stranded, and then left Zach McMath wondering what he could do about that. And the answer was pick the ball out of the back of the net. What a finish from Denis Buonga. Great counterattack for the black and gold. It's 1-0. RSL back to start it off. 54th minute of the play, back to Anele, all the way back to Glad. High pressure from the black and gold. Glad flips it back out to Anele. On that right wing, carries it up slowly. Down the line with a pass towards Savarino. Cutting it back middle of the field there, Ojeda. Gets it taken off his foot, but a foul is called as Acosta and Bogusz met him there and crunched him. It is a free kick for RSL. 54th minute, just inside the offensive half of the Claret and Cobalt. LAFC lead 1-0 in this round of 16 match at BMO Stadium. And this will now open up RSL a bit too. They now trail in a knockout game. There's no point trying to keep it close, quote unquote. Yeah, you don't want to go crazy. You're only down 1-0. And they do have a free kick opportunity here. It's about 5 yards away from the center circle. Shifted to the right here for RSL. Savarino over it. He's going to pump it deep to the back post. Deep ball in. Good header away by Aaron Long. It's only as far as Gomez, just outside of the area. Putting on his right foot. Buick with some good defense. Gomez tries to flip it all the way across the pitch. And, oh, what a great header by Cheeky. Right into the run of Bogusz. Bogusz going to try to lead the run on the far side of Buonga, but he mishit it as he kind of got caught up in his feet, and he overcooked it. Played out nicely by Glad. Ojeda down the line there to Anele. Right back into the run of Savarino into the offensive zone. Forward the pass. It's just in front of Musovski. Chiellini cleans it up nicely to Cheeky. To midfield there, Buick. Great little turn by Stipe back out to Palacios. Down the line on that far side, waiting for it is Acosta. And now it's Buonga. Denis on that wing. Denis to the edge of the 18. Cuts it to Ordaz. Tries to feed him back on the one touch to Buonga, but it's cut away by RSL. Only as far there as Musovski out wide on the far side to Anele. Plays it in the short area to Palacio, who touches it to Silva, who one touches it out wider still now to Andrew Brody, the left back, up towards midfield. Arango trying to make the turn on Hollingshead, and Hollingshead just wins the ball away and gets fouled by Chicho in midfield. Great job there by Ryan Hollingshead on his former teammate. Boy, getting a good look at that cheeky Palacios ball, and it just got caught up in Bogusz's legs. He knew he wanted to hit the run of Buonga, who was making this good run on the counterattack. Played to Ilie Sanchez in the restart towards Bogusz in the midfield. All the way back now to Aaron Long, just outside of the 18, and he'll go back to McCarthy here. 56-minute LAFC lead 1-0 on the goal by Denis Bouanga. Long on the right wing for McCarthy, looking for Buick. Is headed away by Brody at midfield, though, cleaned up by Elias Sanchez. Acosta feeding the run there of Bogus, who runs right around Severino, who does get a foot on it back to an LA. An LA through the middle of the park, Ojeda, who just lays it back to Silva. Boy, that's good work by Jefferson Severino. An offensive threat, to be sure, but he came back and worked defensively. Bad giveaway! Bouanga steals it and puts it in! Justin Glad just fed Denis in the 18. It's 2-0! Oh, my goodness, what a gift from Justin Glad to Denis Bouanga! And Denis unwrapped it right in front of goal to make it 2-0. Bouanga may not score an easier goal in his life. Justin Glad absolutely froze there and just gave the ball to Denis. Inside the 18, the back pass to Silva, and Glad just absolutely missed it. Bouanga stole it, and McMath was stranded and nothing he could do. Wow, Justin Glad, you got a feel for him in a way. We'll take it. Who cares? Denis Bouanga with his second of the match, 5th of this league's cup. And it's 2-0 LAFC. Yeah, Glad went to swing for it. You know, Bouanga with the pressure. Glad's trying to play it back. He actually kicked Denis instead of the ball. Denis had already pressured him enough to make that a steal. Oh, what a play. And that was a bad play by Glad, but Denis Bouanga, a lot of credit there for pressuring. Restart here, the 58th minute. RSL just absolutely spinning now. They don't even know what hit him. All the way back to McMath, who blasts it long. Gomez on a header back from Long. Gomez just outside of the area. Chiellini with a diving tackle and knocks it away into the corner. LAFC still not clearing here. Down the line from Hollingshead towards Aaron Long, who just touches it out of play. It'll be a throw in RSL. Boy, that was dangerous from LAFC. Thrown in quickly to Brody. One back by LAFC. Hollingshead to Ilie. To Acosta now Buick. Stipe kicks the ball away. Trying to feed Elias Sanchez, but a good job by Ojeda winning it back. He's got to play it all the way back to Silva, and then it has to go all the way back to Zach McMath here to the end of the 58th minute. Into the 59th minute. 2-0 LAFC. 2 quick goals from Denis Bouanga. McMath all the way up to midfield on the left wing. Brody takes it down nicely to Ojeda. Right back to Brody in the offensive zone. Back to midfield. Palacio waiting. He'll try the middle of the park. Severino. Met there by Bogus. Pushed off the ball, but it gets away from everybody, and Anelli can chase it down. Gets it back from Glad, and all the way back now to Justin Glad, who just committed that bad giveaway. Glad has to forget it, move on. Thankfully for LAFC, it's 2-0. Silva all the way across the pitch. Taken down there by Anelli. Pops it back in the middle field. Gets it back from Severino. Nice little touch there. Good one-touch passing Arango. Out wide here now. Brody settles. Crosses it back in towards Musovski. Chiellini gets a hand on only as far as Chicho. Edge of the 18. Arango still at the top, near the top of the area. Double team there. Trying to put it back on his left foot. Working against Hollingshead, who wins the ball away. Only as far as Ojeda. Pushing it back now, top of the area. Settling there was onto the foot there of Palacio from 30 yards out. And blasted out of play. Anelli was up there, did a good job settling into Palacio, but then he mishit it tremendously. And not much you can do. RSL's got to take chances. They're down 2-0 in a knockout game. 60th minute. And Steve Cherundolo imploring John McCarthy on this goal kick. I think they send everybody long here. They want to get out of their own area. Cherundolo even giving the let's calm down sign here as LAFC were working a little bit on a razor's edge there defensively, deep in their defensive half. McCarthy does send everybody long with this ball. Down this right wing looking for Hollingshead. Good forward header by Hollingshead. Deflected to Bogus. Tries to play Bouanga forward. Good touch by Denis. Just outside of the area. Putting on his right foot. Shot from 22 near post is wide. Denis dragged it on the ground. He'll apologize to Ordaz and Stipe Buick in the middle. But Denis was looking for a second straight hat trick here. In the 61st minute now. He's got 5 goals in really just 150 minutes. Played out to Silva, who flips it forward to Brody on this left wing. Good high pressure from Buick, forcing Brody back to Silva, who just blasts it long right to Elias Sanchez in the offensive zone. Elia will work it around and play it back to Long in the defensive half. right in front of Gomez, goes all the way back now to McCarthy. Good job there by LAFC pressing forward. Now Chiellini, just outside of the 18, puts it on his left foot, chipping it down that left wing. Palacios making a good run, tries to head it a little too soon there. It's deflected away to Palacio, to Ojeda, middle of the park. Good ball forward towards Musovski. It's well headed there by Hollingshead, who cuts in front of him and heads it back to McCarthy. John keeps it in play along the end line with his foot. 61st minute now, he grabs it in front of Musovski. Saw RSL score 3 pretty quick goals against Leon in the second half of that match. After trailing 1-0, they're down 2-0 now, though. We'll see how this plays out. Ball headed back to Silva, who plays it on one touch back to McMath at the 18. Ordaz pressuring. No problem for McMath to find an LA on that right wing near midfield, but a good job stealing it away from Bogusz. Down that wing to Buonga, cutting it back in the middle of the park. Ordaz. He lays it off to Elias Sanchez in the offensive zone. Elias, head up. He's got Palacios making a run, tries to cut it out wide. Cheeky settling at the edge of the 18, into the 6, shot, and goal! Nathan Ordaz has done it again. It's 3-0. What a goal from the youngster. His second straight match. He puts it in the back of the net on a brilliant feed from Cheeky Palacios. And Ordaz gives Cheeky a hug and says, just that, what a pass. But you still got to finish, and the kid did. Jump for LA Football Club. Olé, olé, it's 3-0. Getting a replay of the entire context of the play, and Mateos Bogusz wins the first ball. Great ball to Palacios down the line. Buonga chipping it towards Ordaz, back to Ilie, and this pass from Ilie Sanchez. Barely even looking out wide on a diagonal to Palacios. He settled, drilled it towards the middle, and Nathan Ordaz was there. Now they're going to probably take a look at this. You might say that Buonga made a play on it, and he might have been offside initially. Ordaz was behind it. He was not. Are they going to pull this one back? Because Denis made a play on it, might have even touched the ball just barely before Ordaz got there. They're checking this out. And Buonga may have been offside. That's what they're telling Ordaz right now. And it's a goal. They say it's a goal. 3-0 LAFC, 64th minute. Wow, RSL got 3 quick ones against Leon in the second half. Well, look what LAFC has done here. 0-0 at the half. It's 3-0 and LAFC stealing it away. Bogusz laying it off to Acosta, right back to Bogusz. Out wide, not a Cheeky, just in the offensive half. Boy, they're just stealing the ball left and right. They'll try the near side. Ilie to Hollingshead. Back in the middle to Ilie. Short little ball to Bogusz, just outside of the center circle. Out wide to Palacios. Down the line with a 10-yard ball to Bogusz. Nobody around him for RSL. They're not even pressuring the ball. Bogusz, 35 from goal. Lays it to Ilie. Now here they come. You know Musovski and Chicho are going to pressure. The LAFC playing, though, safely back to midfield. Chiellini to Long. Back in the defensive half to Giorgio. He'll flip it forward down that left wing. Good touch there by Buonga. It's a little far for everyone. Justin Glad cleans it up towards midfield. Ojeda taken off the ball by Acosta. The foul is called right in the midfield stripe. It'll be a free kick RSL. Looks like there's going to be a sub made here. 65th minute. LAFC 3. RSL 0. And it looks like it is going to be a sub here for Giorgio Chiellini with the yellow card. Jesus Murillo back into the match. Good to see Jesus, who had missed a few matches with an injury. He will sub in for Chiellini. Giorgio and Jesus with a nice hug. Here comes Sergi Palencia for Stipe Biu. So some more time off the bench for Sergi Palencia. That's a good sign. Biu, though, with a really good effort. Again, Stipe's not going to get on the score sheet for much of it, but he pressed up high, had some nice, really attacking plays with teammates, really combinations. RSL in the restart, play it back to Silva, who squares it to Glad and all the way back now to McMath. Here comes high pressure from LAFC. Down this right wing. Palencia is now in the right back spot. Hollingshead will go into the midfield almost. Hollingshead, a very good attacking player, as we know. So Sergi's going to fall into that right back spot. Remember, Palencia got the about 15 minutes against Suarez in that match. That was his first appearance since June 4th after an injury there. Forward for LAFC, Ordaz gets taken down from behind. They say it's a throw-in. Hollingshead right down the wing to Sergi Palencia, making the run. Palencia 10 yards off the end lane, cutting it back in the area. Blocked out of the air. It's blocked by an LA. Oh, what a shot by Denis from 18. Deflects all the way to Palacios, out wide to Boanga. Back heel flick into the corner. Palacios making the run. Thought about cutting it early instead. Hits it off of Justin Glad for a corner kick. Oh boy, LAFC feeling good right now. Valencia made a great run and fed Boanga all the way across the pitch. He took it out of the air, tried to hit it on the ground, and then LA made a good block. 67th minute. So it is a goal kick, actually, they said. It was off of Palacios last, and a deflection off of Glad. McMath takes it short to the right center back Glad. High pressure from Ordaz, the goal scorer there. 2 for Denis, 1 for Ordaz. And a great assist by Palacios on that Ordaz goal. Played all the way back now to McMath at the penalty spot. He's going to drag it out of the 18 and flip it long with the next little 7-iron. Elias Sanchez beats it in midfield, though, with a good header towards Kellen Acosta. Nice little diagonal ball. Here comes Bogusz making a run. Out wide, not a Boanga waiting into the corner here. Denis. Bogusz is there in support. 10 yards off the end line. Boanga trying to square the pass. Back to Denis. Shot by Bogusz wide. Ball deflected back to Denis as he tried to feed to the top of the area. Right back into his path, and he shot it wide. Boy, Denis Boanga, he is just a goal scorer. Always with an eye to goal, but he was trying to pass this one back to Acosta. It deflected right into his path, and he took the shot and just went wide. Here comes the sub for RSL. Anderson Julio will be replacing Andres Gomez. It's very similar players there. Diego Luna is also in.
Excellent match, number 17.
Danny Musovski is done for Luna. Luna is very much attacking midfielder type. Very skilled. Ball cleared by RSL up to midfield. Taken by LAFC's Elias Sanchez, who's been everywhere tonight. To Palacios, all the way back now to the left center back. That's Aaron Long. Jesus will play the right center back spot after subbing in for Chiellini. Ball forward by Palacios. It's cut off near midfield by Ojeda. To Palacios, back to Ojeda. Palacio feeding Ojeda. Out wide on the far side. RSL settling back to Ojeda. Cross comes in, headed away by Long, top of the area. Luna tries to head it back down. Still loose near the top. Julio puts it out wide on the near side. Good little ball there, Brody into the area. Julio trying to chase it down, and Murillo just shepherds it out of play for a goal kick. Well done there by Jesus Murillo, the sub. 69th minute. Confirmation of those subs. Diego Luna in. Danny Musovski out. Anderson Julio in for Andres Gomez. If you're wondering, Julio, the 27-year-old Ecuadorian, 4 goals on the season. 4 now Leagues Cup appearances, all as a sub. This one with a mountain decline for RSL, no pun intended. 3-0 LAFC leads. Goals from Denis Boanga, and Nathan Ordaz. John McCarthy's going to send everybody long here for this one. Took a little moment to think about that. Now he does launch it down the middle of the field. Headed strongly there by RSL's Marcelo Silva, gets a second bite of the apple and heads it forward towards Julio, but Jesus Murillo's there for a header. Kept in play at the head of Palencia, and it does fade out of play. Luna throws it in quickly, Ojeda. Off to Brody, back now to Silva, who settles 35 yards from his own goal. Flipping it forward towards midfield. Cutting it off there brilliantly, momentarily, was Cheeky Palacios. Out wide, though, winning it is RSL. Brody to Palacio. Nelson Palacio. At the center circle, battling with Acosta, gives it away to Ordaz because of the pressure from Acosta. Nathan trying to attack the 18, gets mugged from behind by Palacio. And no foul is called. Silva gets it off his foot to Brody on this wing. Hounded there by Hollingshead. Oh, and Brody just dribbled it out of play. Ryan Hollingshead is so smart. Throws it in all the way across the pitch to Bogusz. Will play it back now in a square to Elias Sanchez. All the way back to midfield. Murillo in the defensive half now to Ilie. Forward back to midfield, Palencia. Good little turn here, Sergi. Great first touch. Squares it off to Hollingshead in the offensive zone. Back to Bogusz. They got Palacios making a run on the far side, but Bogusz will just pull it back up to Elias Sanchez. 45 yards from goal. Now he'll try Cheeky on that far side. Good ball there. Good settle, Palacios. Drills it into the area. Ordaz on the left foot. Lays it off. cutting it back towards the middle. Hollingshead tries to get a head on it. It deflects to Bogus with a shot from 20, and it's wide. Boy, I think LAFC a little unselfish there amongst players in the middle. You like to see it. Nobody can get a shot away. We pause for station identification here on the home of the black and gold, ESPN LA.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
RSL back on the ball. They flip it forward down that right wing. And LA waiting for it near midfield. And he'll cut it all the way back now to Justin Glad. I thought maybe Ordaz should have taken a shot on that play, but Nathan Ordaz trying to be a good teammate as well. You'd love to see it. Everybody trying to get everyone else involved. 3-0 LAFC. Brody tries his left wing out. Luna plays it right back to Brody at midfield. Middle of the park now. Ojeda on a good square. Ojeda around a couple of defenders. Dribbling forward. Brian Ojeda. Now on this left wing. Cutting it back. Luna. He'll play it back to Brody. 35 from goal. Squared it off middle of the field. Nelson Palacio. They'll try the right side now. Arango. Into the run of Savarino. Settles. Shot from 22. Deflected back to Chicho. Fires high into the 32-52. Who let him know about it there. Arango gets a bit of a mock cheer from the 32-52. Although they love Chicho. There's no doubt about that. 72nd minute. 3-0 LAFC. Pressure being poured on by the black and gold in the second half especially. They're out shooting RSL 14-7 in this match. 7-0 in shots on goal. Not a save to be had by John McCarthy yet. Or McCarthy. Ball flicked forward down this line, right into the run of Hollingshead near midfield. Ryan settles. Good ball back to Acosta. Skates wide open. Bogush, one touch. Iliate does the same out wide to Palacios. He's got Buonga in front of him. Denis on that wing. 18 extended. Palacios makes the overlap. Denis to Bogush in the middle. Puts it on his right for the shot. Deflects out wide to Ilya Sanchez. Squares it off now to the near side of Palencia. Surging down the line to Hollingshead. Back to Palencia, and Ordaz is out there. Hollingshead makes a diagonal, but Ordaz has it. 35 from goal, and Nathan will play it all the way back to midfield to Murillo. Pressure from Anderson. Julio, yes, go all the way back to McCarthy now. Waiting for it inside the 18. Julio kind of checks up his pressure around 30 yards from goal. McCarthy just standing over the ball at the penalty spot. Here comes Chicho Arango. McCarthy plays it down the middle of the field, up near midfield to Acosta. Great pass there. Kellen to Palencia, back to Murillo. Murillo still dribbling, going to put himself into pressure and loses the ball near midfield. Luna then gets it stolen back momentarily by Murillo, but the ball deflects to Brody, and it's now back to RSL. Flipping it forward, middle of the park. Laid down for Arango. Taking him off the ball was Murillo, his countryman. It deflects out wide to Anelli. Quick tackle there. Oh, they're going to say that's a foul. Wow. Murillo immediately gets in the face of Rubio Vasquez, the referee. It was a heavy tackle by the black and gold, and I think Anelli went flying. That's what made it look really bad. I got to get a replay on it. Anelli's slow to get up. I hope he's all right. And Cheeky Palacios with a wicked tackle there. Referee doesn't give him a yellow or anything, but it is a free kick for RSL. I got to see. If that's a foul, that's got to be a yellow card. Anelli went flying. I don't know if it's a foul. I'm going to get a replay. Here it comes. Oh, they're showing me a replay of Rubio. Then here comes the play. Palacios goes in. Oh, no, it's not even a foul. All ball. I mean, Anelli went flying. We hope he's all right. No wonder the ref didn't give him a yellow. He knows he missed the call. So in fairness, I'll give Rubio Vasquez, who's managed a very good match refereeing tonight. At least he didn't compound the problem by giving Palacios a phantom yellow. Cheeky with a great tackle. But it is a free kick now. Some 35 yards from goal, shaded to the right side of the pitch. It's Chicho Arango over it. And I imagine he's going to take a shot on goal. Not much of a wall, just one man in front of him. Chicho blasted from 35, and it's up to the 15th row of 32-52 again. Give him a little bit of a mock cheer, as Arango knows he missed that one badly as well. 75th minute, still 3-0 LAFC. Here comes some subs for the black and gold.
Exiting the match, number 99,
Denis Buonga will leave. What a game. 2 goals for Denis. Brilliant finishing by Buonga. The second one was a gift from Justin Glad. Here comes the new guy. And it is Philip Crostel. The Bulgarian international,
Number 6,
Ilya Sanchez, the captain, will also leave.
entering the match, number 18.
Here comes Eric Duenas for him. So Filip Krastev, the number 50 for LAFC, an attacking midfielder from Bulgaria, on loan from SK Lomel of the Belgian Challenger League. He's on loan, but it is a purchase option for LAFC for the 21-year-old Bulgarian international. What a good time to come in. 76th minute, you're leading 3-0. McCarthy with the goal kick here after the Chicho Arango free kick went awry. Duenas also into the match. Good to see him back out there, too. Long ball towards midfield, headed forward. Murillo gets tripped up by Arango, and it is a foul there. Chicho and Murillo. They did that a lot of times in practice, but Arango arguing with the referee that he didn't really foul Murillo, but he kind of undercut him there. Getting a shot on the bench for RSL, and boy, Pablo Ruiz already, he was subbed out in the first half already with a brace on that right knee, and he's got crutches. We hope he's all right. Wish him nothing but the best long term. Played back to McMath for RSL. He blasted forward. Murillo with a header there. He got undercut again by Arango. Murillo's not too happy with that call. The referee didn't even call a foul. Murillo's letting the referee have it. Throw in RSL, and he should. That was not a good play by Chicho. That's a foul. Played back to Silva, to Glad, now out wide to Pinelli, near midfield, but he cuts it back to Justin Glad. Not a lot of heavy pressure from LAFC yet. Played over here on the near side, Silva, the left center back has it. Rostev's kind of in the center circle there. Oh, Silva, bad pass to Hollingshead. Trying to play it forward towards Ordaz, and he apologizes immediately as it's right to Zach McMath, as he didn't get enough spin on it to cut it towards Ordaz making the run. McMath throws it out to an LA near midfield. Cutting him down there was Bogusz to kind of close off that passing line. So he's got to play it back to Glad near the edge of the 18. Token pressure here from LAFC. Squares it off down to Silva. Short ball there to Luna, who comes back to get it. Off to Ojeda. Luna continues his run. Ojeda instead is going to try the right side. Nearly gets it stolen away there by Krastev. Better pressure. Glad back there towards McMath. Krastev with some good pressure there. Forcing it to Silva. Just pops it all the way across the pitch to Glad, who heads it down. Zach McMath at the 6. That was a little sloppy from RSL. McMath throws it out towards midfield. Just down there by Arango. Nearly loses it. Does to Cheeky. Tries to flip it forward. But it's played nicely by Anelli. Back to Justin Glad. Short little ball Ojeda. Pressure there from Eric Duenas. Glad. Back down to McMath in the 6. Out wide to Glad, who settles. Goes long. In the channel there. Cut down by Calvin Acosta. Out wide brilliantly there. Here's Bogusz. Short little ball to Duenas just outside of the 18. Duenas wider still, not a Palacios. Back to Bogusz on the triangle. Plays it back to Cheeky, back to Bogusz, edge of the 18. Oh, nice ball. Acosta feeding the run of Palacios. Cheeky cutting it back to the 6 and headed away just in front of Ordaz by Marcelo Silva, right in the arms of McMath. Good defensive work there by Silva. Thrown out to Luna, gets around one defender towards midfield. Hollingshead double teams it with Palencia, steals it away. Luna dives back in to win it back, but then Palencia continues the pressure and wins it back. Here comes Krastev. First couple of touches for LAFC, middle of the field. Cutting it back now to Duenas, 35 from goal. He'll play it back to Acosta. Short ball there. Palencia and Acosta just kind of passing it back and forth. Acosta in the channel. Hollingshead, one touch. Krastev. Back out wide now from Acosta to Ordaz. Here comes Hollingshead, double teamed in the corner. Still winning it. Gets pushed down by Julio to foul. Let's go. Oh, Ryan Hollingshead has looked very sharp tonight. He's going to get slow to get up here. Hope he's all right. Looks like he might have just got a bit of the wind knocked out of him. But, oh, Ryan Hollingshead has looked sharp tonight. He really has. 80th minute. LAFC 3. RSL 0 in the black and gold with a big free kick opportunity here. Krastev will put it down. Well, actually, he'll give it away to Bogusz. And another sub coming in for RSL. A couple of guys look like they're lined up.
Your attention, please. These substitutions for
Julio Rubin's going to come in, as well as Michael Chang.
Number 10, Jefferson Savarino. Entering the match, number 16, Michael Chang.
So Rubin and Chang. Chicho Arango's night is done. We wish him nothing but the best. On a night he received his championship ring from last year. Did not go well for his team tonight. Jefferson Savarino's also done. It's Rubin and Chang in. Rubio Rubin, the 27-year-old, 2 goals and an assist in MLS play. He had a goal against Seattle in the first game of the group stage. Free kick for LAFC, 81st minute. Bogusz, 10 yards off the sideline here.
Substitution for LAFC.
Here comes Mamadou Fall for the black and gold for Hollingshead.
24, Ryan Hollingshead.
So great job by Hollingshead, who will walk all the way around. Here comes Bogusz, 10 yards off the end line, 10 yards off the sideline in this corner. He's got Krastev short if he wants it, but Bogusz is going to launch it in towards the back post. Headed away there by Anele, all the way out of the 18. Run down there on the far side by Ordaz. Plays it back to Duenas, keeping it in play. Duenas, 25 from goal, trying to take it down that wing. 1v3. Duenas around a couple of defenders. Towards the end line here. Great job to keep it in play. And knocks off the defender, Anderson Julio, for a throw-in for LAFC. Great work by Eric Duenas there. On that far side of the pitch, Ordaz thought about taking the throw quickly. There's no reason for that. In fact, he's going to give the ball away to Cheeky Kolasic for the throw. We're into the 82nd minute here. Throw in black and gold, far side of the pitch. Kolasic throws it in. Ordaz pops it right back to him. Cheeky settling right along the end line here. Double team. Ball squirts away, and it's going to be a corner kick for the black and gold. When it's game time, bet on your team, not your cooking abilities. Hit the spot with Postmates, official on-demand delivery partner of Los Angeles Football Club. Corner kick, far side of the pitch. 82nd minute. What a whirlwind the second half has been. 3 unanswered goals for the black and gold. They lead 3-0. Bogusz in swinging corner. Far side. Drops the arm. Sends it in. Looping towards the middle of the 6. Fall with a header down. But McMath is there on the line to grab it. Oh, Mamadou got free nicely there. Headed it down with some authority, but McMath read it well. Back out towards Ojeda. He gets bugged, and a foul is called in the middle of the LAFC offensive side of the pitch. So there'll be a free kick for RSL. 83rd minute. Black and gold will likely move on here, barring any major collapse. Luna, they'll go to the quarterfinal. Luna just passes the ball back towards Brody, but out of play. So it is a throw-in for LAFC. In that other match, they're deep into stoppage time with Monterrey leading 1-0 over Tigres. Thrown into Fall, who just pops the header up high in the air. Headed back by Silva towards midfield. Rubin gets a header on him. Murillo's going to clean it up here. Palencia, well, there's a lot of traffic. Luna steals the ball away from Palencia, who then drags down Diego Luna for the yellow card. Sergio Palencia did not want to let Diego Luna free. And it's a yellow card for Palencia. So free kick RSL just in the offensive half. Yeah, Palencia just wanted nothing to do with it. It almost looked like RSL had about 15 guys out on the pitch running around. Swarming the ball here, as you might imagine, in the 84th minute. BMO is proud of the official bank of LAFC. We're committed to growing the game of soccer and grow the good of the communities all across California. Sent into the area, second ball won by Palencia, knocks it high in the air. 35 from goal. Chang heads it back to the edge of the 18. Long header out to Glad. He flips it out to the far side here to Luna. 18 extended to the corner here, Diego Luna. Right-footed pass, middle of the field, Ojeda. 35 from goal. They'll try the far side to Anele. Anele setting it up, back to Ojeda. Short little ball towards Glad, nearly stolen away, and right to the chest of Kellen Acosta. He pops it towards midfield. Ordaz heading back into the run of Bogusz. He's got Krastev on his right. Bogusz feeds Krastev into the area. Krastev on his right foot, shot, goal! Philip Krastev, welcome to LA! Krastev makes it 4-0! And all his teammates give him a warm welcome. Oh, the smile on the youngster's face. That is some brilliant play by Mateusz Bogusz, recognizing the situation. He had options all over the pitch, racing forward. He picked out Krastev, and Krastev made no mistake. Good ball by Acosta to spring LAFC. Ordaz with a great header to the middle, and this is where it opened up for Krastev. Bogusz fed him. Krastev on his right foot and beat McMath to the near post. Cool finish off the defender and in. I think Krastev might have been going back post, which he likely would have scored on anyway. 4-0 LAFC. What a second half. Played back to Glad. He goes out wide onto Anele near midfield. Short little ball to the stripe.
Number 19,
He plays it back all the way to Glad. Justin Glad going to send it long on that wing. And LA continued his run, but Palacios gets there with a header to knock it out of play. It'll be a throw in RSL, far side of the pitch. Thrown in there to Ojeda. Ojeda's been everywhere for RSL tonight. 86th minute, back to Palacio. They'll try the left side here. Waiting for it on this far side, Brody. Deep in the offensive half to Luna. Short little ball there. Chang tries the back heel flick. Doesn't quite come off, but it deflects to Chang. Flips it into the area towards Julio. And it's cleared away on the right foot, Murillo. Towards Ordaz. Bang right back to Murillo. Just sends it right back towards midfield on one touch. Palacio trying to settle. Almost stolen away by Mamadou Fall. Palacio plays it all the way back to McMath. 86th minute, LAFC 4, RSL 0.
720. Buildings Cup 2023 tournament.
Justin Glad, it's squared all the way across the pitch. Palacio back to help out defensively here. Right back to Silva in the middle of the park. Still only about 30 yards from Zach McMath. No real pressure from Ordaz. Back towards Palacio near midfield. He gets double teamed, but the ball deflects advantageously towards Michael Chang. Racing down this left wing, Chang's got Brody wide. Sends it into the middle instead, and a cross is in front of Rubin. And it goes through the 18 now, Palacios. Cheeky sends it down that left wing. Good ball there. Kept in play by Bogusz, and actually he didn't on the second touch. Couldn't keep it in play. There will be a throw in LA on the far side of the pitch. Oh, Philip Krastin. Welcome to LAFC. The Bulgarian international scores on his debut here in the Leeds Cup. Down the wing here on the near side for RSL. Deep in the offensive half, Brody. On the left wing, doing some good work here. Then he loses the football to Fall. To Krostev. Nice little pass to Duenas. Feeds Krostev's run back towards midfield. Krostev's going to feed Mamadou Fall down this right wing. He's got Ordaz in the middle. Cross it to the back post. Bogusz just misses wide. Mateo said he was fouled in the area. Bogusz got the shot off, but just missed the back post. Good ball from Mamadou Fall. Excellent work by LAFC's substitutes to get forward quickly. 88th minute. Listen to the 32-52. Jump for LA Football Club. Ole! Ole! They start RSL short. Silva, middle of the field. Ojeda, they're just trying to get out of here. They want a goal, no doubt about that. They're working hard. But RSL have been overrun in the second half by the much better team. Headed away by Cheeky Palacios near midfield, all the way back to Justin Glad. Glad settles. Palacios back to Glad. He tries to pass across. Stolen away again. Forward to midfield to Chang. The center circle back to Glad. 89th minute. Stay tuned for the Black and Gold postgame show presented by Heineken. Heineken, official partner of Los Angeles Football Club. Not sure how much stoppage time we'll have. We're a couple of minutes away from it. Luna tries the left side here. Brody settles. Forward pass Palacio. Back to Brody. He's got to chase it down, though. Well away from goal. Squares it off the Luna. He's got his head up. Good little diagonal pass towards Chang, who's going to push it out wide here around Valencia. Chang into the corner. 10 yards off the end line. Michael Chang. Short pass Palacio. Back to Chang along the touchline. Into the channel to Luna, still outside of the area. Squares it off Julio, tries the one-touch pass in the middle. Player at long reads it, wins it off to Nathan Ordaz, and here come LAFC racing forward again. Ordaz trying to cut it across to Mamadou Fall up front. Getting back and winning it away was Brody, a little bit behind him from Ordaz. Again, Nathan Ordaz very unselfish. Forward out of Julio in the front. Flipping it to the far side, now to the near side of Palacio. Palacio 35 from goal. On the ground looking for the run of Rubin. It's just behind him, and Arabal reads it well. Played all the way back now. Yeah, just outside of the 18. Up towards midfield, Mamadou Fall. Knocking him down there. Back from Valencia. Fall trying to switch the pitch. It's just going to hold up for Anele. One touch to Ojeda. Back in the center circle. Pressure with Luna. Trying to get forward there. Gets a couple of deflections to fall his way. Luna flipping it forward, looking for Julio. Headed away there momentarily and cleared there by Murillo on the left foot to Krostev. Philip Krostev, good ball forward. Ordaz, nice touch there to Mamadou Fall. Back through the center circle now to Eric Duenas. Duenas out wide on the far side for the run of Bogusz. Bogusz, overlap of Acosta. Bogusz takes the inside space. Trying to find Krostev in the middle, and he just ran out of real estate, and Ojeda steals it away. We're into stoppage time here. Flip forward. Oh, good run by Julio. Outside of the area, 1v1 with Murillo. Julio, and the flag does come up. The flag comes up late. It does come up. And that's it. The referee's going to stop it. No need for too much extra. Going to stop it time here. 4-0 LAFC. The black and gold moving on to the quarterfinals of the Leagues Cup. Handshakes and hugs for Chicho Arango for LAFC. Black and gold beat RSL 4-0. We'll be back with a post-game show coming up next here, the home of the black and gold. This is ESPN LA.
The Real Salt Lake is a final.
On ESPN LA, the Black and Gold postgame show presented by Heineken is next. ESPN LA.
The Black and Gold play here.
Becoming America's best-selling brand means you never settle for anything less. Like the Ford F-150, with its premium-grade muscle and finely tuned intelligence, it's a beast with brains. The Ford Bronco Sport, with unquestioned toughness and capability, it's built to take on the mountains. And Ford's complete lineup of all-wheel drive SUVs gives you the power, style, and space you need for life on the go. Contact your local Ford store for exclusive offers on Ford's full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Sales code based on calendar year sales.
LAFC is a final. We kick off the Black and Gold postgame show presented by Heineken.
LAFC Real Salt Lake is a final.
LAFC on ESPN LA.
This is the Black and Gold postgame show.
This is the Black and Gold postgame show.
The Black and Gold postgame show is presented by Heineken. Heineken, official partner of Los Angeles Football Club.
All the highlights, all the postgame news.
We are the heart of Los Angeles.
The Black and Gold postgame show.
This is the Black and Gold postgame show.
And by 1800 Tequila, the best taste in tequila. And BMO. BMO is proud to be the official bank of LAFC. We're committed to growing the game of soccer and to grow the good in the communities across California.
And by Kaiser Permanente.
As the team physicians of LAFC, we work to keep the heart of LA healthy and the hearts of LA thriving. Kaiser Permanente. Together we thrive. And by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Here's Dave Denholm.
Post-game show presented by Heineken. LAFC 4, RSL 0. Let's go down to the field with Mario Rees. He's got the captain, Ilie Sanchez.
The captain, Ilie Sanchez. What's it like playing behind Denis Bouanga? He's been playing out of his mind lately.
It's a blessing for us, not just for his quality with the ball, attacking into the spaces and behind their defense line, but also because of his work ethic. When we are all on the same page and he knows what to do without the ball to help the team recover and be dangerous on the final third, he's lethal. So very helpful for the team, and we are so happy that he's on our side.
You guys were able to keep Chicho Arango, former teammate, and Danny Musovski off of the scoring sheet. What do you see from the defense tonight? A clean sheet.
It's a very good and complete performance from the team. Of course, from the defense side, because Salt Lake came here with a very good, a very positive dynamic form, and we were able to neutralize their offensive players like Chicho, Danny Musovski, Savarino, that they have so much quality. So good for the team, happy for the defense, and we move on.
You guys move on to the Leagues Cup quarterfinals against Monterrey on Friday night. What's it going to take down that Mexican side over there?
It's going to take the best of us. I think that Monterrey is probably one of the two best teams in the Liga MX, and it's a big opportunity and a big challenge test for this team to be able to face them. Now we have to rest, prepare in a short turnaround, because it's definitely going to be a challenge for LAFC for us.
What about your newest teammate, Philip? Made his debut and got a goal.
Fufu, so happy for him. Hopefully this gives him the confidence to be part of this group. You can see that he's full of confidence, so maybe he doesn't need that too much. But very good start for him with the team, within the team, and hopefully he can add more minutes into the team and into his own statistics.
Congrats on the win, Ilie. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you.
Unbelievable performance from Ilie Sanchez and the rest of LAFC. Good to hear from him. The captain tonight, with Carlos Vela not available. Saw Vela on the sidelines watching his team down for this match, and LAFC were down for the challenge. They crushed RSL 4-0 the final. Thank you, Mario, for that interview down on the pitch. LAFC 4, Real Salt Lake 0. Dave Denholm with you. The referee blew the game final before any stoppage time, which is even available, which is fine. It's a knockout game. It's 4-0. And stoppage time, as you know, presented by Extra Mile. We appreciate their support. There didn't happen to be any in this one. There didn't need to be. LAFC wins 4-0. Let's go to the highlights of this match. And it really started off kind of a game where in the first half, it was really almost a chess match. A lot of possession for LAFC. A couple of good chances here and there for both teams. But it was really more like nobody wanted to make a mistake in that first 45 minutes. Denis Bouanga with a really good chance in minute 20 for the black and gold. 25 yards from the end line will play it all the way back to midfield, and Aaron Long. Short little touch there to the captain, Ilie Sanchez. No real pressure from RSL. Ilie off to Chiellini, who's well in the offensive half. Good splitting ball there to Bouanga just outside of the area. Denis lays it off to the run of Ordaz. Plays it back to Palacios. To the sixth. Denis shot. Save McMahon. And cleared by RSL. Oh, what an effort there by Denis. Great pass from Cheeky Palacios. Very similar to the pass he delivered later in this match. You'll hear about that coming up. Good chance from Jefferson Savarino, though, in minute 31 for RSL. Acosta one touch to Chiellini, one touches it back to Aaron Long. This is high pressure from RSL. Bad giveaway by Long. Here they come. Brody, just outside of the area. Right-footed shot back post, just wide. Oh, he did not miss by much. It's a goal kick for LAFC. It was actually Jefferson Savarino who got on the end of the final ball and put it just wide of that far post. Bad giveaway by LAFC. Savarino ended up dragging it to get the right-footed shot across his body towards the back post and did not miss by much. 31st minute, still no score. Speaking of not missing by a whole lot, late in that first half, I kind of thought RSL, I said it at halftime when I did the highlight, kind of thought RSL was going to take the lead on this shot from Chicho Arango just inside the 18. Here they come. Nelson Palacio dribbling to midfield, goes out wide to the far side. Gomez, 30 from goal, 25 from goal, gets around Hollingshead, who goes to the ground. Gomez racing to the edge of the area, cutting it back, top of the area. One touch shot from Chicho Arango is wide. Chicho tried to one-touch that one almost out of the air from 16 yards out and missed it wide. What a counterattack this was, though, as Hollingshead went down and couldn't get the ball. Gomez cut it back to the top of the area, and Arango tried to stab it in with one touch and just mishit it. Second half starts. LAFC on the front foot right from the jump. They were really trying to pressure RSL. Don't know what Steve Cherundolo told his team at halftime, but boy, whatever he said worked. 0-0 until the 52nd minute, I beg your pardon. And as always, it's Denis Bouanga. Here he comes, lacing it towards the middle of the area, though. It's deflected header, cleared away by LAFC, and Ilie Sanchez gets a right foot on it. All the way out to Glad. He tries to pump it back to Jefferson Severino. Stepping in to win the second ball was Bogusz. Bogusz, great pass down the middle of the field. Making the run is Bouanga. Heads it to himself. Denis cuts to the defender's legs. Left, right-footed shot to the back post and in! Oh, my goodness, Denis! What a goal from Bouanga. It's 1-0. Left the defender in the dust and beat McMahon to the far post. Oh, what a goal! Denis Bouanga, his fourth of the league's cup, and LAFC have the lead. Just a tremendous goal there on a counterattack. And then a bad giveaway by Justin Glad just a few minutes later that Bouanga really forced with some good defensive pressure. Bad giveaway! Bouanga steals it and puts it in! Justin Glad just thanked Denis in the 18. It's 2-0. Oh my goodness, what a gift from Justin Glad to Denis Bouanga. And Denis unwrapped it right in front of goal to make it 2-0. Bouanga may not score an easier goal in his life. Justin Glad absolutely froze there and just gave the ball to Denis inside the 18. The back pass to Silva and Plaid just absolutely missed it. Buonga stole it and McMath was stranded and nothing he could do. That pretty much decided the game. You hate to see that out of Justin Glad with a bad giveaway. Good defender. It happens. Denis obviously capitalized. It's not going to be today's Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel thrill of the match. That's going to be this goal. Scored just a few minutes after the first two in the 62nd minute, and it's the second straight game. Down that wing to Ordaz has scored. Down that wing to Buonga. Cutting it back in the middle of the park, Ordaz. He lays it off to Elias Sanchez in the offensive zone. Elias, head up. He's got Palacios making a run, tries to cut it out wide. Kiki settling at the edge of the 18, into the 6, shot and goal! Nathan Ordaz has done it again. It's 3-0. What a goal from the youngster! His second straight match. He puts it in the back of net on a brilliant feed from Cheeky Palacios. And Ordaz gives Cheeky a hug and says, just that, what a pass. But you still got to finish, and the kid did. Jump for LA Football Club. Ole! Ole! It's 3-0. What a goal, Nathan Ordaz. In the starting lineup tonight for the injured Carlos Vela, and Ordaz, as we said, second straight match here in the Leagues Cup with a goal. That didn't stop for LAFC. Filip Krastev making his first appearance, the young Bulgarian international, coming in on a loan deal from SK Lommel over in Belgium. And the Bulgarian didn't take him long. He gets fed brilliantly from Mateusz Bogusz on a breakaway here in the 84th minute. Glad nearly stolen away and right to the chest of Kellen Acosta. He pops it towards midfield. Ordaz heading back into the run of Bogusz. He's got Krastev on his right. Bogusz feeds Krastev into the area. Krastev on his right foot shot. Goal! Filip Krastev, welcome to LA! Krastev makes it 4-0. And all his teammates give him a warm welcome. Oh, the smile on the youngster's face. That is some brilliant play by Mateusz Bogusz, recognizing the situation. He had options all over the pitch. Racing forward, he picked out Krastev, and Krastev made no mistake. Good ball by Acosta to spring. LAFC, Ordaz with a great header to the middle. And this is where it opened up for Krastev. Bogusz fed him. Krastev on his right foot and beat McMath to the near post. Well, you heard Elias Sanchez in that interview with Mario Reeves a few minutes ago. Filip Krastev does not want for confidence, that's for sure. The kid can play and he knows it, but it's always good to get that first goal and really get going. And you can just see the talent already from Filip Krastev. Great finish there. And just he was looking for his teammates, started to combine with teammates, really getting into a good flow in the final few minutes of this match. And why not? LAFC win 4-0 the final. Coming up, we're going to bring you the Game Changer, powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Right here on the home of the victorious Black and Gold, we march on to the quarterfinals of the Leagues Cup, right here on ESPN LA.
Becoming America's best-selling brand means you never settle for anything less. Like the Ford F-150, with its premium-grade muscle and finely tuned intelligence, it's a beast with brains. The Ford Bronco Sport, with unquestioned toughness and capability, it's built to take on the mountains. And Ford's complete lineup of all-wheel drive SUVs gives you the power, style, and space you need for life on the go. Contact your local Ford store for exclusive offers on Ford's full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Sales closed on calendar year sales.
Just a sec. Listen, it's hard to balance work, family, and school. But it's easier when your university is built for students with a lot on their plate. Since 1976, University of Phoenix has helped over 1 million working adults earn their degree. Come see what they can do for you. Find out more at phoenix.edu. University of Phoenix. We rise for you.
Okay, what's going on?
What does it take to make the world's most awarded tequila? 1800 Tequila knows it takes dedication down to every drop. It's more than just harvesting the finest blue agave. It's using it in a 200-year-old recipe recognized by tequila experts as the best in its class. So when you choose 1800 Tequila, you choose taste above all. 1800, the best taste in tequila. 1800 Tequila, Proximo, Jersey City, New Jersey. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Sweet, savory, refreshing. Those are just a few words to describe the new Baskin-Robbins Mango Nata. Our tribute to this traditional Mexican beverage combines the bright, tropical flavor of mango, the tangy kick of chamoy, and the spice of Tajín Clásico seasoning, leaving taste buds with an unforgettably unique experience. It's the perfect way to sip in the new season. Try a Mango Nata today at Baskin-Robbins. Sweet, savory, score.
If your colors are black and gold, then you know the heart of LA. And if you're one of 4 million that call LA home, then you're the heart that keeps LAFC going strong. As the team physicians of LAFC, Kaiser Permanente knows that a strong team needs a stronger community. And we're dedicated to helping keep LAFC, their fans, and LA at their absolute best. Because shoulder to shoulder we stand, and together we thrive. Kaiser Permanente.
200% more power, 300% longer battery life, and 100% faster charging. That's what pros can expect from Flex Power Tools. Featuring stacked lithium battery technology, this game-changing power keeps pros on the job and off the sidelines so they can outwork, outperform, and outlast the competition. And it's backed by the Flex lifetime warranty for all tools, batteries, and chargers. Stay in the game with Flex Power Tools, a proud sponsor of LAFC. Visit flexpowertools.com to check out the full lineup of 24-volt tools.
What does a bank like BMO know about soccer? Well, we've been a fan for 2 decades. Helped over 250,000 kids take the pitch. And invested $25 million in support of youth athletes. But we're not just growing the game, we're growing the good. We're a bank that helps millions of customers make real financial progress. And that's something we can all cheer for. BMO, official bank of LAFC. BMO Harris Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
You're listening to the Black and Gold postgame show, recapping everything that went down tonight.
This is the Black and Gold postgame show.
The Black and Gold postgame show presented by Heineken.
The Black and Gold postgame show is presented by Heineken. Heineken, official partner of Los Angeles Football Club.
This is LAFC's head coach, Steve Cherundolo. This is the Black and Gold postgame show.
LAFC Real Salt Lake is a final.
Once again.
Back to Dave Denholm.
Indeed. Win. 4-0. LAFC thrashing RSL, their second shutout over Real Salt Lake this season. This one puts them in the quarterfinals of the Leagues Cup, the first ever Leagues Cup tournament play between MLS and Liga MX sides. And RSL will go home now and will be back in MLS action coming up on August 20th. But the Black and Gold move on. And what a game it was. 4-0 the final. It's time for the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Game Changer. And that was Denis Bouanga pressuring Justin Glad into a bad giveaway after Bouanga had scored just minutes earlier. Bad giveaway. Bouanga steals it and puts it in. Justin Glad just fed Denis in the 18. It's 2-0. Oh, my goodness. What a gift from Justin Glad to Denis Bouanga. And Denis unwrapped it right in front of goal to make it 2-0. Bouanga may not score an easier goal in his life. Justin Glad absolutely froze there and just gave the ball to Denis inside the 18. The back pass to Silva and Glad just absolutely missed it. Bouanga stole it and McMath was stranded and nothing he could do. It happens, certainly, but that is the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Game Changer. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and to score game-winning coupons off your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change. It was a bad giveaway by Justin Glad, but in fairness, Denis Bouanga also was putting pressure on the ball, and LAFC did a good job of that, creating turnovers against Real Salt Lake. Now, you don't always get that type of opportunity off of them, but sometimes, rarely, you do, and Denis Bouanga capitalized. Made it 2-0. That was the game changer. And in essence, really, it was a romp from there. LAFC finished 53% of the possession, 19 shots to 10. Here's the stat, though. Shots on goal, 9 for LAFC, 0 for RSL. Yeah, that is all you need to know on the performance for the Black and Gold. Even though RSL was down a lot of the time in that second half, they still could not muster a shot on goal against a very, very staunch defense for the black and gold. What a performance it was for LAFC. They get the job done. Denis Bouanga, 2 more goals here in this Leagues Cup. He's now got 5 in this competition already. Nathan Ordaz scores the 3rd goal for LAFC. It's his 2nd straight game with a goal. And then Philip Krastev, a late sub, comes in his first appearance for LAFC after transferring in on a loan deal, and he scores in the 84th minute. Really want to call out some of the passing tonight between the black and gold teammates. I mean, not only just zipping passes around with one-touch football a lot of the time, but really picking out some great passes along the way. And you have to highlight a few players. Now, everybody played well. 4-0. Nobody had a bad game by any means. Ilya Sanchez and Kellen Acosta are not going to show up much on the stat sheet often, but boy, did they play well together in that midfield. Great, not good, great performance from Cheeky Palacios. He gets an assist on the Ordaz goal that actually they give the assist to Bouanga, as it turns out, because Denis did get a little touch on it, but Cheeky Palacios really feeding the ball well from that wing on the left side, just absolutely owning that left wing. And the final score is indicative of how everybody played well, but really wanted to call out a few of those plays. Of course, the defense played stellar as well throughout the back line, including the substitutes who came in, and nobody missed a beat for LAFC. Hey, still to come, we take a look ahead at the next game, and it is a big one and a massive game in a massive venue coming up. Plus, we'll bring you the Flex Power Tool save of the match-ish on the home of the black and gold. This is ESPN LA.
Bet on your team, not your cooking abilities. Find what you need to hit the spot by ordering Postmates, the official on-demand delivery partner of Los Angeles Football Club. Use code LA30 to get 30% off your first 3 orders of $35 or more. Terms apply.
A great football club knows how to use the depth on its squad.
And your game day drink needs the right players too.
I'm going with Captain Morgan, a flavourful start.
Yeah, let's round out the squad with ginger ale and
a lime wedge.
Delicious.
Sub in the captain. Visit CaptainMorgan.com to find Captain near you. Drink responsibly. Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum. Premium Caribbean rum with spice and other natural flavors. 35% alcohol by volume. Captain Morgan Rum Company, New York, New York.
Hey, LAFC fans. If you're in need of large format printed graphics and installation, or projection mapping to bring a massive building to life, or creative designs to make your message pop, look no further than LAFC's own official signage partner, A3 Visual. A3 Visual is a full-service visual solutions company specializing in large format printing, immersive events, creative design, fabrication, and installation. Make the world your canvas with A3 Visual. Visit them today at a3visual.com.
Arriba, Chela. We get ready to make it this match. Drink arriba for the win. It's a better Michelada. Drink arriba for the win. It's a better Michelada. Oh la la la. Arriba, Chela. Oh la la la.
If your colors are black and gold, then you know the heart of LA. And if you're one of 4 million that call LA home, then you're the heart that keeps LAFC going strong. As the team physicians of LAFC, Kaiser Permanente knows that a strong team needs a stronger community. And we're dedicated to helping keep LAFC, their fans, and LA at their absolute best. Because shoulder to shoulder we stand, and together we thrive. Kaiser Permanente.
Today, with so much uncertainty in our lives, it's understandable to feel stressed and anxious. Score a goal by using CalHope's free resources to take care of your mental health. Make a game plan by calling our warm line at 833-317-4673. That's 833-317-4673. Or live chat at calhope.org. That's calhope.org. CalHope, official partner of Los Angeles Football Club. Bet on your team, not your cooking abilities. Find what you need to hit the spot by ordering Postmates, the official on-demand delivery partner of Los Angeles Football Club. Use code LA30 to get 30% off your first 3 orders of $35 or more. Terms apply. LAFC Real Salt Lake is a final.
You're listening to the Black and Gold Postgame Show, presented by Heineken.
The Black and Gold Postgame Show is presented by Heineken. Heineken, official partner of Los Angeles Football Club.
Recapping everything that went down today. LAFC.
This is John McCarthy, number 77, Los Angeles Football Club. This is the Black and Gold Postgame Show.
Once again,
back to Dave Denholm.
LAFC 4, RSL 0 in this round of 16 match here in the Leagues Cup. LAFC march on to the quarterfinals. We'll have more on that in just a moment. Time for the Flex Power Tool save of the match. Here's the beauty part of this defense and John McCarthy's performance leading that defense tonight. He didn't have to make a save. There is no save of the match in that sense, but we do so appreciate the support of Flex Power Tools. Throughout the season, Flex is going to be donating $100 to Habitat for Humanity for each save made by an LAFC goalkeeper at home. Let's hope there's a few more of those sprinkled in periodically, but tonight, John McCarthy did not have to make a save. 0 shots on goal from RSL. All right, let's turn our attention to the brackets now. We'll get to LAFC in a moment. You're waiting for that. Philadelphia beat Red Bull New York in penalties tonight. They'll take on Querétaro, who's been one of the big surprises. Querétaro got by New England in penalties yesterday. So the Liga MX side will take on Philly in one of the quarterfinals. The winner of that match will play the winner of Charlotte and Miami. As, of course, Miami and Charlotte both got through their respective round of 16 matchups. Dallas and Miami played just a classic 4-4 game that saw Lionel Messi tie it up late with a free kick, and then Miami went on to win in penalties. Charlotte got 2 goals late within about a minute of each other, maybe a couple of minutes, to beat Houston, who was in control of the match, it seemed. In Houston, 2-1 the final in that one. So Charlotte moves on to take on Miami. Philadelphia against Querétaro on that side. On the other side, Nashville beat Club America in penalties after a 2-2 draw that saw Nashville tie that game up in I think it was a 97th minute. Toluca came from 2-0 down at Minnesota. Minnesota then went down a man, and Toluca tied it along the way. Before they went down a man, Minnesota still stayed 2-2, and then Minnesota won on PKs. So both Club America and Toluca bounced out of the Leagues Cup. So that means Nashville is taking on Minnesota in one of the quarterfinals. And now to ours. LAFC winning 4-0 over RSL. They will take on Monterrey, who beat Tigres with a late penalty goal. 1-0 the final in that one. Let's bring in Mario Ruiz, the producer here. Mario, not only are we playing Monterrey coming up on Friday night in this quarterfinal, it's not at BMO Stadium due to other conflicts. Where are we playing this match?
It's going to be at the Rose Bowl on Friday night.
Rose Bowl.
7:30, and it's going to be rocking. You know, Monterrey has their supporters, and we have ours, so it's going to be a great atmosphere, as the Rose Bowl should be. And you know what, though, Dave? There's a lot of PKs, right, going on in the Leagues Cup.
Yeah.
But when you score, 11 goals in 2 games, PKs are not necessary for
That's
LAFC,
exactly
right?
Usually when you score 4, you're fine. Now, we know the Dallas and Miami game ended up 4-4 in a classic. But, yeah, if you score 11 goals in 2 matches, you're probably not going to be PKs.
And talking about Miami, Dave, 3 more wins for LAFC, and this Leagues Cup is theirs. But potentially there could be a little Messi versus LAFC action before that even MLS game takes place.
Yeah, still a long way to go, ironically, even though we've already won 2 matches. But you're right. It's out there. There's no doubt about it. Monterrey, of course, the biggest test for anyone left in this tournament. You heard earlier Sanchez mention it. One of the 2 or 3 best teams, certainly in Liga MX, and they've shown it in this tournament as well as they handled Tigres. Monterrey got through a tough Portland team 1-0 in their round of 32 game. And, look, they are a good team. There's no 2 ways. And we saw them destroy RSL as much as we did, frankly. RSL lost 3-0 in the group stage to Monterrey. So very interesting match. That's, again, as Mario said, Friday night at the Rose Bowl. Now, if you're a person who has never really had an opportunity to see LAFC live, maybe it's tough to get tickets. Obviously, it is at BMO Stadium at times. Virtual sellouts throughout most of the time we've had, of course, at BMO Stadium. This might be an opportunity. We're playing at the Rose Bowl due to a scheduling conflict. So that game, Friday night, against Monterrey. It is going to be rocking, no doubt about it. That is going to do it for us. This copyrighted audio cast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer. Once again, the final score, 4-0 LAFC defeat RSL to move on to the quarterfinals of the League's Cup. Thanks so much to stadium engineer Mike Dooley, ESPN LA studio engineer Rebecca Womble, and LAFC radio producer Mario Rees. I am Dave Denholm. Most of all, thanks to you for listening as LAFC march on after the 4-0 win over RSL. Enjoy the rest of your week, everyone.
Thank you for listening to LAFC.
LAFC Real Salt Lake is a final.
This is Carlos Vela of your LAFC. LAFC Season 6 is on.
Up next for the Black and Gold, LAFC move on to the League's Cup quarterfinals. Don't miss any of the action right here on the home of the reigning MLS Cup champions, ESPN Los Angeles.
Farmer John is honored to celebrate another year of our La Familia partnership with LAFC, spotlighting and uplifting LA's community members who are making the world a better place, one block at a time. So fresh, so flavorful, so California.
Experience Native American cultures, music, food, and dance at the annual San Manuel Powwow from Friday, September 15th through Sunday, September 17th. Join dancers and singers from across the U.S. and Canada at Cal State University, San Bernardino to celebrate Native American culture and heritage during this free event. Experience the incredible sights and sounds of the grand entry, the thunderous and pounding drum circles, delicious foods, shopping, and more. For details, visit SoCalPowwow.com.
Chick-fil-A SoCal is proud to be the official chicken sandwich of LAFC. We love winning as much as you love free food, so LAFC has partnered with Chick-fil-A SoCal to give you a free Chick-fil-A sandwich anytime LAFC wins at home. Just follow these 3 easy steps. 1, download the Chick-fil-A app. 2, turn on your location services. 3, wait until LAFC wins at BMO Stadium, and then open your app before 10:30 a.m. the next day. It's that easy. Go LAFC, and remember, eat more chicken.
The energy to perform our best starts with a single heartbeat, then another, until a collective drumming of the heart drowns out any doubt. The energy we need comes from a community, pushing us to play harder, go further, be better. At Chevron, we know the power of human energy. This is human energy at work. Chevron, the official energy partner of LAFC.
Sorry, just jumping through some hoops here. Trying to illustrate how CarMax's pre-qualifying tool doesn't make you jump through any. Save time by personalizing your search by monthly payment, all without affecting your credit score. So why am I still jumping through hoops? Well, better me than you. Whoa, that one was on fire. CarMax, car buying reimagined. See CarMax.com for details.
Becoming America's best-selling brand means you never settle for anything less. Like the Ford F-150, with its premium-grade muscle and finely tuned intelligence, it's a beast with brains. The Ford Bronco Sport, with unquestioned toughness and capability, it's built to take on the mountains. And Ford's complete lineup of all-wheel drive SUVs gives you the power, style, and space you need for life on the go. Contact your local Ford store for exclusive offers on Ford's full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Sales canvas on calendar year sales.
For over 45 years, Pacific Office Automation has been providing winning strategies to help businesses come out on top. That's why Pacific Office Automation is a proud partner of LAFC, our 2022 MLS Cup champions. If you run a business and want to find out how to improve your business processes and cost, contact us today to receive a free technology assessment. Whether it's managed print services, IT services, or anything in between, Pacific Office Automation has your game plan. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
Farmer John has been fueling California since 1931. It's why we're proud to celebrate our La Familia partnership with LAFC, where we shine a spotlight on folks who are actively making California a better place, one block at a time.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station. You have been listening to a special play-by-play presentation on 710 ESPN Los Angeles. Now it's time to get you up to speed on the biggest stories in the sports world. We rejoin our regularly scheduled program already in progress.
More from the NFL as the season nears closer and closer. I'm Chris Sylvester. Glad you're with us on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, and Sirius XM.
LA's mega sports
Tonight,
station.
710
ESPN.
And then some from Major League Baseball on Tuesday, including the American League best Baltimore Orioles, welcoming in the Houston Astros for a 3-game series. Framber Valdez takes the mound for Houston for the first time since his no-hitter last week against the Guardians. Bottom of the first inning, the no-no was broken up, and so was the shutout.
0-2 again, and that's hit high in the air and deep to left center field, and you can kiss that one goodbye. Into the bullpens, a 2-run home run for Ryan Mountcastle on an 0-2 pitch, and it is 2-0 Baltimore.
Oh, WBAL, 472-foot shot from Mountcastle, longest home run by an Oriole at Camden Yards since 2006. As for the Astros starting pitcher, far from the no-no stuff Valdez had last time out. The Houston Southpaw would give up 6 runs on 8 hits, but the Astros were hanging around late. Down 3 in the 9th against the All-Star Felix Bautista. Kyle Tucker stepped in with the bases loaded.
2-2 again. And Tucker hits it in the air pretty deep to right field. That sends back McKenna at the wall, looking up. See you later! Kyle Tucker gives the Astros a lead with a grand slam. 7-6, Houston. 100 miles per hour from Bautista, and more than that from Tucker to right field. And the Astros stun them.
KBME 790 with the enthusiastic call. Kyle Tucker becomes the first player this season to hit a grand slam with his team down 3 runs in the 9th inning or later. And Houston, well, they find a way late. They take down the Orioles in Baltimore by a final of 7-6. It was another Orioles game without TV play-by-play broadcaster Kevin Brown in the booth. Pretty much everybody has rallied behind Kevin Brown amidst his suspension for stating some statistics on a broadcast late last month. Nobody can make much sense of it. ESPN SportsCenter reporter Dan Murphy with more on this broadcaster's puzzling suspension.
Enjoy the view from the top at the Trop. The Orioles move into sole possession of first place.
There has not been much bad news on the field for the Baltimore Orioles this season, but bringing up old struggles has led to some trouble for play-by-play announcer Kevin Brown, who has been conspicuously absent from the booth since making these comments in late July.
It's been a minute. The Orioles split a 2-gamer with the Rays in June. They had lost their last 15 series here at Tropicana Field. You have to go back to when our now colleague Brad Brock picked up the win in the series finale June 25th, 2017, the last time the Orioles won a series here at St. Pete.
Despite the same facts being presented in the team's game notes, Brown hasn't appeared on the air since sharing them. A team spokesperson did not respond to questions about his status, but multiple news outlets reported this week that Brown has been temporarily pulled from his broadcasting chair on MASN, the regional network owned by the Orioles.
It's unconscionable that you would actually suspend a really good broadcaster for no reason whatsoever. He didn't do anything wrong.
Michael Kay was among many colleagues in the baseball world standing up for Brown, a young broadcaster who occasionally calls games for ESPN as well. They say Baltimore owner John Angelos is being unfairly thin-skinned.
Let me just say one thing to Baltimore Orioles management. You draped yourself in humiliation when you fired John Miller, and you're doing it again.
Sometimes facts are facts, and we have to sit here and talk about them, whether they are pretty or not. And in Baltimore, certainly they have had some different reaction to that sort of thing.
They lost
7 times, but they did beat Baltimore 6 times, which I hope I don't get suspended by the Orioles for saying that.
That's a joke, and I hope he's reinstated immediately.
The Athletic is reporting that Brown is expected to be back on the air by the end of this week, where he'll likely be hoping that this young, exciting Orioles roster provides no future reasons for criticism as the franchise chases its first playoff appearance since the 2016 season. For ESPN, I'm Dan Murphy.
Well, Kevin Brown has worked for the Orioles as a TV and radio commentator since 2019. As mentioned, he also serves as a play-by-play commentator on several college sports across ESPN platforms. Really looking forward to hearing him back on some games soon. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio, the ESPN app. Well, the best team in baseball is wobbling just a bit heading into Tuesday's tilt in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. The Atlanta Braves, losers in 3 of their previous 4. They trail into the 9th inning in this one, but after a Kevin Pillar game-tying single, Atlanta had a chance at a late lead.
2-2 from Bednar. Swung on a ground ball. Fair down the left field line. Braves are going to take the lead. It kicks off the sidewall and ricochets away from Reynolds. 2-run score. It's a 2 RBI double by Orlando Arcia. And that first base dugout is on fire right now.
680 The Fan, Orlando Arcia's 3rd go-ahead hit in the 9th inning or later this season, tied for the 5th most in baseball. Braves come on back to win it 8-6 over the Pirates in the Steel City. Braves star Ronald Acuna Jr. left the game in the 6th inning after being hit in the left elbow by a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. X-rays came back negative. He is day-to-day with the injury. In the Big Apple, Cubs visiting the Mets. Chicago right in the thick of the NL wildcard race. This one was tied at 2 late until Mike Tauchman flexed his muscle.
Here's the 3-2. Line drive hit to deep left center field, way back. This could go. It's gone. The Palatine Pounder comes through, and the Cubs take the lead. A solo shot the other way. 3-2, Cubs over the Mets. Here in the 8th, Mike Tauchman with his 7th home run of the year.
Cubs Radio Network Chicago holds on for a 3-2 win over the Mets in New York. Well, Chicago's other team, New York's other team, squaring off in the Windy City Tuesday night. Yankees at the White Sox. Well, the Pinstripers wouldn't have to sweat much in this one, and it always helps when Aaron Judge is getting some pitches to hit.
And the payoff. High fly ball, deep left. Benintendi back on the track, at the wall. See ya. Home run Judge, and the Yankees lead 7-1.
Yes, Network the call. Home run number 20 for Aaron Judge on the season. Yankees cruise to a 7-1 victory in Chicago over the White Sox. Well, things are heating up at NFL training camps around the league. The latest from the Washington Commanders camp, the intensity new offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy has brought to the team. Commanders head coach Ron Rivera thinks perhaps some of the younger players have had a hard time adjusting to what Washington's new play caller has thrown at them.
A lot of these young guys, they do struggle with certain things. And a lot of you also got to take for where they've been. I mean, guys coming from certain programs are used to it. Guys come from other programs aren't as much. So, I kind of have to assimilate and get a feel for everybody. Eric has an approach, and it's the way he does things, and he's not going to change and because he believes in it.
As for Bieniemy himself, he explained his style and his way of doing things.
My job is to address. If there's something that they may have an issue with, please, let's discuss this. Here's the reason why I felt a certain way. Here's why I said it. Now, okay, I put it back on the player. And you got to understand, we're in a grown man's business. We're in a grown man's world. My job is to make sure that I'm doing the best possible job of over-communicating clarity. I take a tremendous amount of pride in that. They also know when I'm getting on them, ain't nothing personal. What's personal is that I want us to win. I expect that particular player to be great at all times. I expect the effort to be a standard that's accepted by all of us. So when you're not reaching that, it's my job to address it. So sometimes they may like the highlights and the praise. But sometimes they may not like it. And I'm perfectly fine with that because that's my job. Because if I ain't doing my job, my ass get fired. So it's my job and my responsibility to make sure that I'm getting our guys to do what I expect them to do.
We have to respect how real Eric Bieniemy's kept it in his early tenure as the Washington Commanders offensive coordinator. Two-time Super Bowl champ as an assistant with the Chiefs. Has been often mentioned around NFL head coach openings in the previous years. The ESPN NFL analyst Louis Riddick thinks Ron Rivera should have kept Bieniemy's style close to the vest.
There was no benefit for me for Ron Rivera airing this out publicly. If he wanted to send a message to his offense about being soft, which I agree with you, Boog, then I would have told him such. Are you serious? This is pro football. You're coming to me about this coach is coaching me too hard. Are you serious? Okay, what have we won around here? What have we done? What has he won? Who has he coached? Who are some of the people that he has positively impacted in their career? All the way to the point where they have multiple Super Bowl runs. And I'm not just talking about Patrick Mahomes. This is talk about the running back room itself and the offense overall in Kansas City. Look, and you will get no sympathy from me when it comes to this kind of thing, especially when it comes to hard coaching, especially at the professional level. I was coached by Bill Belichick and Nick Saban at the same damn time. What do you think that was like? You think I went to Bill and said, hey, Nick is coaching me too hard, coach? He doesn't even know my name. He calls me by some other choice words half the time. So what are you going to do? Look, this is just so, and you know what? I don't even know if I like to use the word soft, but I will say this. Players nowadays, it's weird, man. It's really weird about just how much you have to walk this fine line between trying to help someone get better and not hurting their feelings, especially when we're talking about professional football. Professional. This is a get-to job. You don't have to do it. You can go do something else. You get to play pro football because they choose you to come and play for their organization and pay you money to do it. You don't have to do it.
Oh, never a dull moment this offseason with the Washington Commanders franchise. Of course, the sale was finalized late last month. Now Eric Bieniemy is quickly making a name for himself in D.C. Commanders open their preseason slate Friday in Cleveland against the Browns. Well, still to come on SportsCenter all night, we'll run down the latest in conference realignment talks. Thanks for staying up all night with us. You're listening to ESPN Radio.
Hey, it's Amber Wilson. Coming up on Wednesday, we continue our NFL two-a-days with the Ravens and Cowboys. Plus, I'll tell you if your team's quarterback will be benched at some point this year. That and more beginning 6 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and on ESPNU.
This is SportsCenter all night on ESPN Radio.
Mason, Ireland.
Mason and Ireland, Monday at 1 p.m. after Trav and Slee.
All right, so there's a car chase, and the suspect has carjacked 3 cars.
Is it a white van? Is that what I'm looking at?
Oh, you grabbed one at a gas station.
Yeah.
Well, that's a smart move if you're a
that's
carjacker.
good.
Just go into the gas station.
Right, I always leave my keys in at the gas station.
Mason and Ireland.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
On 710 ESPN.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-511-3535. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-511-3535. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-511-3535. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-511-3535, 800-511-3535, or biglou.com.
The 2023 Los Angeles Rams schedule is here, and your Rams have their home opener on Sunday, September 17th against their longtime rival San Francisco. Then a 3-game homestand starting October the 8th against the defending NFC champion Eagles, division rival Cardinals, and Pittsburgh Steelers. Catch the regular season home finale on Thursday Night Football, December the 21st against the Saints. To attend one or all these games, head to therams.com/TIX, therams.com/TIX to grab your seats for 2023 at SoFi Stadium. See you at the Rams house.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked top 1% in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Orthopedics and spine, it's all we do. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Time for a party this Friday. The 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Time for Sedano and Cap to broadcast live. Plus, producer Lindsay's going to be there. The afternoon show hosting professional competitive eater Matt Stoney at the 909, who's going to be setting a Mega Dog Challenge. That's this Friday at the 909 Sports Bar, Yamava Casino. Starts at 4 p.m. Watch Matt Stoney eat as many 22-inch Mega Dogs, 22 inches, as he can in 15 minutes. Party this Friday at Yamava Resort and Casino. We'll see you there.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.